world in the lab, Twitch stream glowing, formulas flashing, minds wide, knowledge flowing, equations on the board, numbers never sleep, teaching math and physics while them haters count sheep. Actual education, tune in and get schooled, flipping textbooks, breaking all the rules, from Newton to Einstein, concepts elevate. Keep the stream, it's the key to our fate. Dr. Gold dropping gems, knowledge raining down, actual education making scholars all around. Perpendicular minds, angles sharp as ice, maths and physics, yeah, the future's real nice. Got the Pythagorean triangles about to flex, quantum theories on deck, breaking all the specs, relativity theories, worlds getting small, grasp the universal laws, standing tall. From the atom to the cosmos, we rolling deep, grazing up the stars, no time to sleep. Black holes and supernovas, concepts we unfold, brain power heavy, yeah, that's Dr. Gold. Dr. Gold dropping gems, knowledge raining down, actual education making scholars all around. Perpendicular minds, angles sharp as ice, maths and physics, yeah, the future's real nice.
That's dope.
What's up, everybody? Good to see you, Shantrix. Oh, let me start streaming on Discord real quick. Ba-da-da-da. It's almost like too chill. One second, change the music. But this is also like interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, how's it going, Sensation, dude?
Puddings.
I missed you for the last week. You been good?
I was just asleep when you weren't.
Okay. I'm happy you're getting
Yeah.
a somewhat
happens.
normal sleeping schedule in it, at least.
No.
It says
Just that.
no.
Oh no.
It's just, actually not.
Without giving too much away, did you get that message?
I did.
Yay or nay?
I mean, just
Oh,
watch
man.
him. It's watch him. Yeah, I wouldn't ban him instantly for it. You know, I don't know. Everyone's trying to go rage bait with like Hitler memes and stuff now these days. So whatever. It's interesting, like all the 9/11 jokes that happened after, you know, the generation that wasn't around for 9/11. Because like my generation would never have thought about making jokes about 9/11, but like now all these younger kids do, and it's interesting because they were never around for 9/11. So
No.
I understand. Everyone wants to be like seen and like, you know, look at me, and so sometimes they'll try to do that with I mean, the classic example is Kanye West. Like what? That guy's office rocker, dude. Did you see what he was doing, Sensation?
I saw bits of it, and it was just like, why?
I don't know. He's just trying to be fucking edgy, dog.
Edgy.
Yeah.
Schizophrenic.
Oh, what's up, Obi? Thanks for the raid, dude. Or Famish raid? Oh, thank you, Famish, too. All you guys, I appreciate you. Sorry, what'd you say, Sensation?
Make asylums great again.
Make asylums great again. Yeah, we got rid of those, actually. I think in the 80s with Reagan. I think we got rid of insane asylums. And, like, as a result, now, like, crazy people just roam the streets. And, I don't know. Make posts on Twitter, I guess. Or it's called X now. Fuck them kids. Fuck them kids. It's pretty edgy too. True.
I was gonna say, yeah, I don't know when they got rid of ours, but they did this whole bullshit thing called care in the community.
Care in the community? What's care in the community?
Which is exactly what it sounds like. And so basically, you've got council estates just full of absolute nut jobs.
Oh, okay.
And it's like, It's like, mate, that person needs to be in a hospital definitively. What are you doing?
Like they need some help. Excuse me.
I've told you that story though, where I like literally had to move towns because of it.
What? Because there were too many insane people on the streets?
Well, one was enough. It's just unnatural and jarring and psychologically... I don't know how to describe it. You can't...
To be around
It's
like
not something you
that
can
like
fight.
situation in your environment?
Yeah, it's not something you can either fight or run away from because, you know, it's right in front of you.
I see. Oh, I see. Care in the community. Okay, wait, I'm reading this right now. It was the British policy of deinstitutionalization, treating and caring for physically and mentally disabled people in their homes rather than in an institution. Yeah, I think this had like a good intention to it, but in reality, the common day person is not equipped with the tools to care for these people. Like, they didn't go to fucking psychiatry school or whatever, or medical school to, you know. It's a nice idea.
It's not even that, though. I mean, it's just the fact that this woman was standing on this first floor balcony.
Yeah.
That's the one above ground, not.
Yeah, I know. This is it. Like in the Italian thing, like the first floor is the ground floor, but it's not like the first floor is not the floor above it or something. Right.
So the floor above the ground floor where there was the balcony and the woman was just standing there, leaning over this balcony, just screaming for hours at a time. It's not something you can deal with. You either have to fight it or run away.
I don't think the average person can, in the community can just like care for them at that point.
Well, no one was interested. It's a council estate. We don't. Council estates don't care.
Yeah.
Council estates are the personification of survival of the fittest.
Yeah. Tenali says this is a math stream. It is a math stream. Sorry, we always just we intro with some talking about what's going on in the world. But yeah, Denali, don't worry. We are a math stream. We do help kids with math and science and stuff. It's just
We talk shit.
I think it's cool to like doesn't have to be math all the time. Yeah.
It's not really politics.
It's not politics stream. It's just like human like society stream. Parents send their kid to military school for gaming too much.
Oh no.
Actually, that happened in our generation, or mine specifically.
Yeah.
Well, NES became the big console, and then Mega Drive became the big console, and then by the time you get to sort of 1992, everybody had a console, even the poor kids.
Yeah.
So then it was like, no, you're all gaming too much, and then they started sending people to military academies and
Surprise, motherfucker!
So that happened here too.
Yeah, I mean, we used to have TV shows where, kid was being resistant to discipline at home and stuff, and I don't know, it was kind of like, kids screaming, just being like, whatever, and then they're like, well, now you're going to boarding school, and then they get yelled at by like a drill sergeant, and it's just like, do you want this to happen to you? Listen to your parents.
And so that's interesting. Boarding schools over here were notoriously expensive. Nobody could afford them.
I mean, they're still expensive over here, but it's one of these things where like the TV show like paid for it. I'm pretty sure,
Well, yeah.
Wait, is it called
The
Scared
only
Straight? Wait. I think Obi is a man of culture. He knows all these things I talk about. He actually knows the name for him. Oh, okay. Juvenile delinquents with an actual convict. Oh, they would do this. So, there's a TV show version of this though, Obi, isn't there? Yeah, they would take like kids who were being like delinquents, and like bad eggs or whatever, and then they would put them in prison and be like, here's what it's like to be with an actual like prison inmate. Scared Straight.
I feel sorry for, the kids that go into those shows.
Oh, it was on MTV. Okay. So sorry, yeah, the one I'm thinking about. Yeah, one second. Let's just pull this up because it's just hilarious. And then we'll do math, I swear. Actually, let me make sure Nick like shows up because he's always asking for help. I told him like come to these streams. What was it called? It was called Scared Straight. Yeah, dude, this was it.
Dude, I can feel your heart beating through your shirt. You scared?
I don't got to be scared.
Well, why is your heart pounding like a little girl?
I can't kill me.
I can't kill me. It makes no sense.
What channel is that?
Anybody can kill you. You can slip and fall in the banana peel. You can get
Yeah.
in a car wreck.
They would take
You can
these
fall
kids
off
who
a
like,
bridge.
you know, are like
Have an aneurysm on the toilet. You never know.
It makes you sound
Messing with these
uneducated
kids,
and
dude.
rather stupid. You just think you hard. You think it's all about Mr. Coco. You see those guys over there? They gonna leave marshmallows in your cocoa.
they gonna leave marshmallows.
Give me those shoes. Give me those.
I don't know. It was an interesting time, for sure. No. Glad I've gotten through that phase. Yeah, everyone has that phase. Everyone is a rambunctious teenager. Don't worry. I was like that too. You all go through it. It's just, I think eventually you get some sense knocked into you, and then you're like, okay, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. More math, please. Yeah, we're gonna go. Yeah, we'll do some math. All right, here.
1 + 1 = 2.
If I was in that show, I would have pissed my pants because I used to be a little asshole. Yeah, that happens. Okay, cool. All right. Let's start off. Let's do some math. And then we'll talk about more things. I just got back. My voice is gone from. I was in Philadelphia for the Super Bowl, but let's give the people what they want. Let's do some math. Welcome to Office Hours. My name is Dr. Gold, Actual Education, extremely helps you with math homework, science homework, all sorts of fun stuff. Sorry, my voice is not the best today. I actually came back in time yesterday that I could have streamed, but my voice was non-existent. And I was like, this is not going to happen. I'm not going to do any math.
Shit, we've got broken stuff before you carry on. Sorry.
What's up?
Not paying attention. Right. YouTube's off.
Oh, you're okay. Oh, YouTube's off? Okay, let's fix that.
YouTube's off, and new subscriber and new follower is off as well.
Oh, yeah. That's okay. That's because of Stream Elements? Stream Labels? One sec. There's a name for it. Stream Labels. I think this will fix it. Give it a second.
Why is Shantrix posting stuff from Vampire, whatever it's called?
There you go. Okay, now it fixed. Okay. Okay. Let's see. What we got for math questions today?
Vampire something. Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. This is an interesting one. There's a lot of sickness going through. Yeah. Yeah. My sister works in a hospital in Philadelphia. She said people are just getting like norovirus and all this stuff, you know. Do you know any motor equations? What do you mean? You mean like equations of motion? That's kind of what I would think, but like a motor equation.
I was thinking of torque, actually.
Oh, it could do torque too. Yeah, horsepower. We only brake horsepower. That's like something. This question's from Shantrix. It says, the chart shown gives the cost of installing carpet in 4 rectangular rooms of various sizes. The cost per meter of installing carpet is always the same. What is the value of Z? Okay. Well, I think this is kind of the important thing here. It says, the cost per square meter of installing carpet is always the same. Okay. So...
It would be.
yeah. We call it like CPM. Cost per meter, maybe. Carpet per meter cost. That's always going to be equal to the dollars divided by the area, right? So, we got a couple different cases here. If some room is a 10 by 15, okay, that means it has an area of 150. But it has a cost of $397.5. Yeah, this one I think is a little bit easier, right? Okay, so cool. I know that has to also equal if it's a 10 by x, so that's this, right? 10 times x, and then this is 742. And also if it's a 15 by y, then it's equal to 675. Okay. And then here's the thing that ties it all together. is if it's an X by Y, it's cost Z. So Z, this is also equal to, eventually, Z over X by Y. Okay. The way I see this is I'm going to use these two to solve for X. I'm going to use this and this to solve for Y. And then once I have X, Y, I can use this to solve for Z. I think that's basically how we do this, right? Shantrick just being nice to me because he gave me a super, super hard one last time. It, like, caused pain. I was sad. I felt like I was getting, like, beat. Yeah. Ooh, we're talking about staters? Ooh, okay. I mean...
Why does it feel like he's from Texas?
Why does it feel like he's from Texas?
Yeah.
What?
And I quote, like to make an electrical motor. How many cars get a stator to get the torque?
Denali, are you from Texas? I'm from Texas.
Putting the stator to get the torque need.
Stator. I know stator is a very like it's actually a technical term. Stator motor is a it's like the inside of a like here I'll show you. It's like the inside coil. No, it's stator, not starter. Stator.
Okay, is that something else?
It is. No, it's an electrical motor thing. This is a stator. So yeah, how an electrical motor works is you have a bunch of these, electromagnets, and then you have this thing that goes inside of it, right? And then they just alternate the magnets and the whatever that causes it to rotate. Yeah,
It's an AC motor. Yes.
it's an AC motor, exactly. Yeah, it's pretty cool though.
Rotate one way, rotate the other.
Yeah. Oh, what's up, High Potential? Yeah, good to see you, dude. He's on the East Coast. Okay, cool. I'm on the West Coast right now.
Yo.
Yo, what's up, dude? Good to see you. Let me finish this question, and I'll help you out with some math, because I know you've been waiting for a while. Is that cool?
Yeah.
We'll do, like, a couple, and then, like, let me help out the other students, and then I'll just do the rest of yours for, like, the rest of the stream. I'm going to teach you about the rest. Cool. What's up? Yeah, High Potential. Yeah, things are good, man. I just got back from Philadelphia. I was visiting my sister / watching the Super Bowl over there. Back at it now. My voice is gone from just screaming "Go Birds" constantly. It was a great trip. Yeah, appreciate it.
Well, that's interesting. Remember that silly cunt that I brought? Sorry.
What's up?
I probably shouldn't have led with that. You know that naughty boy that came in before, and I said
The
that
naughty boy.
concerns me. He's
Oh, yeah,
already
the
fucked off.
Oh, he already has? Oh, man. Mr. Hitler guy? Mr. Hitler guy's already fucked off? Yeah.
Just, what did it say? I think Hitler's a good guy in several languages.
Let me shout out Obi. Can I do more shout outs?
German, Spanish,
I have to wait 13
Hindi,
seconds before I can shout you.
Chinese. So weird.
You do math, you do it now, you do not give up until you reach the correct equation result. So go and just do it! Reminds me of the Shia LaBeouf meme. Anyways, okay, now can I shout out High Potential? I have to wait 35 Why does it keep telling me I have to wait more time? Okay, whatever. Oh, this is the ticker you want, Famished. Oh yeah, you can have that. Yeah, let me get him the ticker. This is what he wants. There you go. Congrats, you got the ticker. Make your dreams come true. Don't let. Yesterday you said tomorrow. Tomorrow. Loki, we all made fun of him when that was happening, but looking back on it, you start realizing like Shia was actually, he was right. He was a genius.
It wasn't supposed to be some, prophetic statement. It was just him playing a role of roles. I don't know if you've ever watched the whole thing.
Was it an audition for him? Was it really?
No, well, yes and no. It was one of his art projects, but if you ever watched the whole thing, it goes on for like an hour and a half.
Oh wow.
And it's all these sort of skits.
I didn't know there was a whole collection of them. That's pretty cool.
It all came out at once. People just pulled that out of it.
Because that's the best one, obviously. You know the thing where he was in New York and he just let people do whatever they wanted to him in a room? Did you hear about that one?
When was that?
Here. All right, we got one of the variables famous. We're closer. We got x equals 28. One sec. I gotta pull up Shia LaBeouf. Like, yeah, one sec. Shia.
Shia the Beef.
It was one of his art exhibits. Shia, art exhibit, room, New York, do anything. Oh. No, dude, where was the one? Oh, man. He does some weird ones like this. Look, he spends 24 hours in an elevator. Or it was this one. Yeah, he will not divide us. I think it was this.
That cracked me up.
Most sane thing he did, bro. Actual
I
cannibal
watched
shadow
the whole hunt live.
Mr. Beast. Dude, Shia was doing the Mr. Beast challenges before Mr. Beast was doing Mr. Beast challenges.
That image was disturbing.
Yeah, what was it? What was the installation? Oh, wait, Shia was attacked by a Nazi. Shia got arrested. Nazi got away. Really? Oh, okay. Anyways, yeah. I remember he did something where like he was just in a room and like anybody could do whatever they wanted to him, and like it was just it was very interesting. Like, it was a very interesting commentary on like just human society. Yeah. Okay, can I shout you out now? Shout out. High potential. There we go. I gave you a shout out. Anyways, okay. Let's roll through this. All right, we got X. Shall we can go get Y? 675.75 over 15Y. Just multiply that over 2.65 times 15. Good. And then we do 675.75 divided by that answer. Nice answer for Y.
My man.
I like that. Wow, these are nice numbers. Y equals 17? Hell yeah. Okay. So now I just know that Z over XY, which is 28 times 17, has to be equal to 2.65. Right? It's actually not too bad. Cross multiplication, yes. Yes, Denali. Okay. I get 1261.4, which I believe... Oh, zooming out a little bit too much. Is this one right here? Choice E. I believe that's correct. I'm going to say it is. I'm claiming victory. Yep. Nice. I'll take it.
Why is Yadi in detention?
Why is Yachty in detention?
He has the detention role.
Oh. Can you remove...
I mass put people in detention because
Oh,
they
yeah,
weren't
don't-
doing anything.
Oh, it's okay. You can take detention off of Yachty. Yachty's cool.
I have no idea who that is.
I know.
I don't know him.
We know. He's the art god. He's the art god. Art god of our stream.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to remove or give roles.
Sensation can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it Addy,
Yachty.
Addy or Yaddy?
It's Yachty. Y-A-D-I.
Yeah.
Can't find it.
Oh, really? Or just look at who's in detention. I don't know.
Addy. Oh, he left.
Oh, okay. Well.
That sucks.
Let's maybe only let's not detention people who are not active because they always come back. Let's just, we can put detention on people who are doing bad things. That's the original purpose for it. I don't want to shun people away.
Most of the people that are in detention have been engaged in spam activity, so that's.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's a good. It's
predominantly who it is. So.
Yeah. If they have special roles, like I think Yachty probably had Art God. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
If they have special roles that I gave them, you can leave the detention off unless they start again like spamming DMs to people. I had to do that the other day. I saw someone was just, or I think it was Deba. Deba was like spamming like OnlyFans things to me, and I was like, bro, what?
Yeah.
Send it to me.
I was like, I gotta kick you, dude. Like, your account's been compromised.
Oh, no.
And the thing is, like, a lot of the
Again,
students have privacy settings where they're allowed to be DM'd by someone if they share a server. So then that enables them to start DMing other people. And I'm like, okay, I gotta kick you from the server.
You see, my point was that it was like, well, this person hasn't said a single thing in like a year.
Oh yeah.
I have to assume that their account is being compromised.
I agree. No, I agree. Okay, Nick, which one do you want to go through? You sent me a bunch of them. Like, is there one that you need help on primarily first?
Whatever. Doesn't matter.
Okay. Okay.
The hardest one.
So, what's the hardest one?
The half circle, like 1/3 of a circle thingy. One of them. Alright, so
Okay, I think I see what you're talking about. Also, dude, where did this book come from? Is this math book from like the 1940s or something, dude?
no, it's the track worker book.
Okay.
And, all the questions and stuff for the test.
Okay. Is this the one you want? Is this the one you need help with?
This one, and then there's the other one that has a half circle. Not a half circle, but
Something like that. Here, let's try this one. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is dude. First of all, like, I can barely read this.
yeah, half of it, or like the yeah.
Reki, are you okay, dude? Reki, chill. Okay, 3 inches. Is this 4 inches? I'm guessing. Yeah, this is 4.
Hope so.
Dude, this thing was printed on like McDonald's Wi-Fi printer paper, dude. Like what?
Yeah, you know what the thing is? This is the 2018 version book.
No way, dude.
That's when
No way.
it came out.
This looks so old. What?
I just got the 2024 one.
Okay.
There's absolutely zero difference.
Okay, so they're
That-
asking for... Yeah.
That image is from dot matrix printer paper because I remember it clear as
Yeah.
day from back in the
Yeah,
day.
you see like
So
the
we're
dots?
talking late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, right? That's gotta be an old book. Yeah, it's kind of cool.
And they haven't changed whatsoever. It sucks.
Anyways, okay. So they're saying that this has a 12-inch radius. I guess they're saying that this part here has a 12-inch radius, okay?
hmm
What that means is that any distance from here to here is always going to be 12 inches. Okay, that's the important thing about a radius. It's actually like how it's why a circle is a circle. A circle is defined as all the points on some shape border that are the same distance from a center point. That's how we like define what circles are. So if this distance is 12 inches, this is 12, this is 12, this is 12, these are all 12. The one that's important here is that this one right here is 12. Okay.
Oh.
This is 12. Okay. You know this is 12. You know this is 4. You know this is 3. Now you can figure out what this whole thing is.
Damn it.
It's okay. Yeah, so-
Damn.
Do you see? Yeah. Do you see why that's 19 inches?
Yeah, bruh.
Bruh. It's okay.
I had
Oh.
a similar this, and I figured out in like a second, but it wasn't so damn complicated.
Dude, what's with this vice? Dude, the vice? Dude, what type of question is this? Sorry, is this like a trade? This is a trade school math book or something? What is this?
Track worker, you can Google it.
Okay, one second. Let me just look this up.
Yeah.
Sorry, like railroad track worker?
Yeah.
Okay. It's pretty cool. Track worker book.
Sorry, dude, but your name's getting changed now, Dark.
What are we changing Dark to? What are we changing his name? Track worker?
John Henry.
John Henry, the track worker, dude. It's a math book, I'm guessing.
Yes, that green one on.
Oh, it's
in the
this
corner.
green one? Oh, it's this one right here?
Yeah.
Okay. Career examination book. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm all for, getting a career and, taking test prep and stuff. Yeah, okay, cool. I mean,
I'm anything just to get into the MTA, into the government stuff, and from
Okay.
there, once
Although
I'm in, I choose whatever.
I think there's technically a hiring freeze going on right now. I know because one of my friends just lost his job because they're not renewing anything. For the federal government, they're not. State government, you might be okay, but MTA sounds... oh, no, that's state then, right? Isn't that the Metropolitan Transit Authority? Isn't that New York, MTA?
I think so.
I
Probably.
think so too.
Yeah. Denali says there probably better books are out there for free. Probably are. I'll go away, Wolof.
Yeah.
Uh,
I got
Sorry,
it.
we
Yeah.
found with a
library.
Sorry,
Yeah.
talking over
So-
everyone now.
no, you're good. You're good, Sensation. What's up? What's up,
He just
Nick?
says
I got it from the library. The book.
You got it from the library. You got it from the library. Okay.
they still have those.
Yeah, they still have libraries, dude. Yeah.
Oh, bro.
Okay, let me see. It's the complete number of turns the vice handle must make to fully close the jaws is. That's
Oh,
actually
and there's two of the same question like this. There's another one. I want you to.
no, it's
as
cool. It's
well.
cool. Okay, okay. So this is called a vice, which, yeah, yeah, okay, which is what we use to like hold things in place, like when we're working on them. Here, I'll just give you like a picture of it. Vice.
I thought Vice was always spelled with a C.
No, that's like vices, like negative qualities in a person. A vice is this for like woodworking and stuff.
See, that says Vice with a C.
Yeah.
Like a clamp.
No, this one says. Oh, okay. Oh, well, okay. I thought it was with an S. I mean, this seems to say it's like with an S.
Oh, yeah, well, it's interchangeable. Problem solved.
Yeah. Anyways. Yeah.
Oh, you know what the funny thing is about the book? There
Yeah.
is so many grammar mistakes.
Yeah.
So many.
Yeah.
Half the math is also all in grammar mistakes and everything. Half of it is just all mistakes. It's insane how they sell all the.
It's insane the people we have like working our trains.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like John
So-
Henry.
Like John Henry. Yes. Was he the one with the golden? Is the golden spike right? Is that the John Henry story? Am I thinking of the
John
right one?
Henry was the man who
Was he the
with-
big black guy with the ox?
armed only with a hammer.
Yes.
raked,
The yeah.
raked a mechanical drilling machine through a mountain,
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he beat the machine, right?
but then he died.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, did he actually beat the machine? Is John Henry a real person?
Yeah. I think.
yeah.
Oh. I was sick. We're gonna look that up after this. Okay. Anyways, how a vice works here, Nick, is that
Mm.
this is like a screw is what this like, and these are you know what threads in a screw are, right? Like, have you ever seen like a screw and it looks like it has like these diagonal things on it?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
those are called threads. And so what this is saying is that in order for this thing to move an inch, it needs to pass 7 threads. So it needs to rotate 7 times in order for
Yeah.
this thing to move this by 1 inch. Okay?
So 14,
Good. Why is it 14?
because you need to do it twice.
Good. Yeah, because you have 7 inches per thread, and you wanted 7 threads per inch. Sorry, and you want to move 2 inches, so you
Mm.
need twice this amount, right? That's what's 14.
This one I understood, but there's the second one that's exactly like this, but
Yeah.
10 threads per inch, and there's on both sides.
Oh, okay. All right, the turnbuckle. Okay, let me
does-
pull that up.
Once.
Yeah, I'll pull that up. Pull it up. Yo, what's up, Zach? You the 2 pies in the house, in his house. Yes. Awesome. Good to see you, dude. Happy Tuesday. Yeah, sorry, I didn't stream yesterday. I was still coming back from Philly. But yeah, you the 2 pie. Another awesome math streamer, guys, a friend of ours. Yeah. Are the threads actual threads or ridges? So that's a good question. I mean, what do you mean by actual threads? Like a thread of like fabric? It's Tuesday, innit, bruv? Yes, dude. When we say this, Tuesday. Oh, bruv. Hish, hish.
I'm from North, so there's no in it bruvs up here.
Innit, bruv.
In it mush.
Like string or metal ridges? No, they're metal ridges. They're definitely metal ridges. Yeah. Yeah, we call them threads. I don't know why we call them threads, but they're just called threads. The pitch is the distance between 2 threads. Oh, that is true. Yes. Very true, Stanali. Yeah, very true. Okay, so yeah, this is a turnbuckle. This is cool. So this is how I guess they put like 2 rods together and you can tighten it, right? Because if it rotates on one, if it rotates on both, then you're moving them both closer to each other.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh-huh.
So that-
Okay.
Now it's 10, but isn't it supposed to be 20? Or you're moving both at the same time, so it's.
Oh
technically-
no. Part 1 is the whole thing. Part 1 is the whole thing here. Yeah, the labeling on this kind of sucks, honestly. It's kind of sad. Makes me sad. But yeah, no. Part 1 they're referring to is this whole thing. Okay. Now look what happens. If you spin this thing, Nick, okay, it's gonna rotate here and rotate here as well. Okay. So doing.
Oh, that's what spins.
Yeah, the whole thing spins. The whole, yeah. Maybe we can get a
I
video
thought
of
the
this.
2 pieces.
No. You're not just spinning one of the screw bits. You're spinning the frame. Is what it is.
That's.
And okay, so they must be threaded in opposite directions. Is that right? They must be threaded oppositely, in opposite directions. I would think. One sec, because if I look at this, yes, they are. They are. Do you see how this one's like? You can't really see it. It's kind of hard.
I kind of. One is facing to the right, and the other one's like
yeah,
bottom left.
like the diagonal's a little bit different. Yeah. So what that means is, yeah, whenever this whole part, the buckle part spins, it technically moves both of them either closer together or further apart.
Oh.
Yeah, well, that's super cool, actually.
Yeah, tripping me out so hard.
Well, I mean, this isn't really a math question. It kind of is a math question, but you have to know that spinning this moves each one.
Yeah.
So you need each one to move 1 inch, so 10 threads. Yeah. Okay, here, I'll do one more of these, and then let me help out one of the other kids, and then we'll go back through the other ones afterwards.
Sure.
Okay, the sprocket wheel has a circumference of 20 inches. If the sprocket wheel makes one complete revolution, then weight 2 will be higher than weight 1 by how much? Oh, okay. Wow,
This
this
one
actually... Yeah, this one
trips
trips
me
me out
out.
a little bit. Yeah, right? Okay. So, we have to think about... Did they say... Sorry, they said... Oh, the circumference is 20 inches. Okay, cool. So, when this thing does... let me actually think of this like a wheel. Let's think about this like a wheel, for instance. Okay. Let's say you have a wheel. Well, not a square wheel. A circular wheel. Okay. And let's say this wheel like moves forward 1 rotation, right? Let's say it rolls one rotation. The distance that it's going to cover when it does that, when it goes from here to here and it like spins, this is going to be equal to the circumference. Okay. So, if you have like a piece of rope, for instance, that is around this thing, okay, and then this wheel spins 1 rotation, that distance of rope, the 1 circumference, is also going to travel. This is the difference between like linear distance and angular angular speed, angular whatever, yeah. Spinny stuff, and linear is like straight in a line stuff. So this is going to move 20 inches, right? Which is going to pull, it's going to pull weight 2 up by 20 inches. Okay? But in doing so, it's also going to pull weight 1 down by 20 inches. Oh, you just had that moment? You had the O moment?
I'm like, wait, doesn't it just go up? If it
No,
goes up, 80
this goes
minus,
up.
then
Yeah.
that makes no.
Okay, so watch. So this one goes up 20, right? So now it's
Yeah.
located a distance which is 60 inches from here, right?
Yeah.
This one is now going to be located 100 inches down,
Damn.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
So now the distance between them, between the thing at 60 and between the thing at 100 is what?
40.
40. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Answer's 40. Yeah. Denali says, "Why is it inches and not centimeters?" Yeah, I know. It's yeah. Where's my I love that one. What the fuck is a kilometer? Just anyways, yeah, the reason why it's inches, yeah, cuz America, and yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, good. Yeah, hang around, Nick. Let me do everyone else's questions, then I'll go through and do more of these. Or like start taking more screenshots of ones if you don't get them.
Yeah. It's crazy. You figured it out in 1 second. I was sitting there like 20 minutes confused.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Well, so I mean, these study books, they're good. You know, they're cool and stuff, but unless they have solutions, they do have answers. You see how it says they have answers?
Yeah, that's why I circled
do they
in.
do they give the explanation for the answer, or they just tell you what the answer is?
Oh, A, B, C, D, whatever.
Oh,
That's
gross.
it.
Yeah, no, you need something that explains the answer, or you got to come to someone like me to help you with it.
Yeah.
Maybe there's like a better book that explains things more, because
No, all the same. 2018 and 2024, nothing changed in like the 60s.
What about this one? Maybe this one has. like, better things in it.
2019, but it's ebook, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you need the explanations. You can always come by the stream. We'll help you out with the explanations, but just to study on your own, it helps to have something you can look at.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Good question. We'll do some more later. Let me see who else is up on the docket today. We got Ace. Ace, you said, can I do this one instead? Ace said. All right, here. Let me see if Ace is in the chat. Make sure he's around. Ace, what's up? What's crack-a-lackin'? 2 books are better than 1. I agree, Denali. I agree. You should, as many books as you can afford. And, these days, everything's on the internet. I bet there's like a YouTube channel of just things. Be professor, make your book required for course, change book cover every year, profit. Yeah. Sadly, yeah, they do that. It's quite mean, but yeah. Yeah.
Well, that was the joke, wasn't it? It was like you can look on YouTube for YouTube tutorials. It's like, with some dude with a really thick Indian accent.
Oh yeah. Yeah, those are really hard to understand. I know the ones we're talking about. Well, they also know their target demographic, because I will say the demographic of people that are going out to YouTube looking for help can generally understand that accent. I'll tell you, it's not the. Oh, what's up? Ace is here. Cool. All right, yeah. Because a lot of those people are doing like JEE explanations and stuff, which is, I think, a big exam in India that they take to like separate like who's the smartest of the smarts. And I've tried to go to like see explanations, because JEE questions are some of them are brutally hard. They're like really difficult. But I go to see the explanation, and it's some dude basically speaking fucking Hindi. Like, I can't understand it. But then I understand that, the people that are looking this up speak Hindi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chantric says it's the entrance engineer exam in India. Makes sense. Yeah. There's a huge population of people in India, and I know a lot of them probably want to be engineers too, because it's the ticket out of poverty. So.
Yeah, right.
Or it's supposed to be. I don't know.
The way those exams are written, you can just tell they're designed to keep chaiwalas out.
Oh, really?
Just a bit too hard. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Some professors make their own books, then require you to take pages out. Why are they taking pages out, Denali? What? I hope not. All right, let's try to see Ace's question here. It says, fill in the chart and sketch the graph. Ooh, I like these. Yeah, these are fun. I like these questions. It's actually one of my most popular YouTube videos right now. One of my most popular YouTube shorts is on this concept, which has to do with graphing polynomials once they're in factored form. Here, I'll actually show it for people here what was it? Graph polynomials in factored form. Let's just see if I show up on the first 10 or whatever. No, this one's got 51K. Come on, where? Hey, there we go. There I am. Look at me. I show up on the shorts, so I'm not gonna beat these people. But also, like, bro, I don't know. I wouldn't really want to like watch these videos, but yeah,
Here's
this
how
is
to graph polynomials that are already in fact.
You've already seen this video, I'm sure, Aced, but for those that are curious, this is basically what we're gonna go over. All right. So first thing I like to do, they want to determine the degree of the polynomial, right? So degree has to do with what's basically the highest exponent once you multiplied all these things out. And if all your stuff is in nice little binomials, all you have to do is just add up the exponents on all the factors, these binomials that are factors. So this is 1 plus 3 plus 2. So the degree is just going to be equal to 6. How they can make things harder, I don't think they're going to do that to you, is they could have put, for instance, like an exponent on here. In that case, the degree then needs to be this times this for like the effective exponent. So I don't know if for someone, whatever reason, they put like x squared here, this effectively makes this whole thing an x to the 6th, and then you would add the exponents. Okay, sign of the leading coefficient. Yeah. So that's basically saying whether it's positive or negative. And in this case, you really just look at this. You just look at like what's out front here, whether this is positive or negative. You should be looking at these as well, but these will almost always be positive. Like you'll have positive x, and then it'll be plus or minus something. Positive x plus or minus something. Positive x plus or minus something. So in this case, the degree, the leading coefficient is just negative. Okay, cool. X-intercepts, those occur wherever these end up equaling 0, right? And so that's going to be at -3, 0, 2, 0, and -1, 0. It's important. You do need to put down. Oh, you don't understand the intervals is the main thing. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll get through that. Oh, nice. Our YouTube is working. That's actually really cool. Okay, cool. All right, let me put that over somewhere else. Okay. The y-intercept, all you do is you plug in 0 in for x to see what you get. So this becomes 3 to the 1st, -2 to the 3rd, 1 squared. So that's 3 times, this is going to be -8, because it's a negative to an odd power. So it's -24, and then times that's -48, but then there's a negative, so now it's +48. Okay, cool. So this is 0, 48. YouTube chatted dead as always. Yeah, I don't know. The algorithm is like sometimes hype, but sometimes not. It doesn't matter. I just posted there to post it. How did knowing degrees help IRL? Oh, good question. So, I found you on YouTube streams, but Twitch is better UI. Yeah. That's why we broadcast on all the platforms just so people can find us and get help. But yeah, Denali's asking, why does knowing the degrees help in real life? So if you know what the largest degree is, you also know what's the most amount of turning points something can have. So if something has, for instance, a degree of 2, we could think about some things that look like that would be a quadratic, for instance. So I could have, for instance, just like x squared plus 4, right? And that looks something like this. This has 1 turning point. So whatever your degree is, that -1 is the most number of turning points that you can have. And turning points is where something goes from decreasing to increasing or increasing to decreasing. Dr. Gold says, y-intercept is 24, not 48. What'd I do wrong? Oh, I thought there was a 2 here. My bad. Yeah, it is 24. My bad. I make mistakes too. I saw a 2 here for some reason. I don't know why I did. But yeah, that's why degree is important. You know at maximum how much the thing can like switch from increasing to decreasing, which can be useful if you want to know, for instance, I don't know where the mins and maxes are.
Hang on a second.
What's up?
That says -x.
Where do we see -x? Oh, right here.
F of x equals minus x plus 3.
Minus. Ah, okay. Yeah, so the negative here, right, will eventually hit all this. So this becomes 3, and then this becomes -2 to the 3, which is then -8. Then this is 1. So you have -3 times -8. That's where we get the positive 24 from. Do you see that sensation? Yeah. No, it's a good point. It's tricky. Like some people forget this thing. Okay. Interval where f of x is greater than 0. Ooh, okay. So because I know where the x-intercepts are, I'm just going to plot those. Just for now. Just to help me out. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there's a 0 here. There's another one here. And then there's another one here. Okay. And then if I want to figure out what's happening, a couple ways to do this. We could look at the, I think it's called the multiplicity of the roots. Yes, okay. So, first off, this degree, this is also why this is important, Denali, by the way. Degree is even. When the degree of a polynomial is even, it means its end behavior has to either be up, up, or down, down. Like the end behavior has to be the same. If the degree was odd, then they're different. So then it's either like up, down, or it's down, up. So, multiplicity, yeah, okay. Yeah, I lose my mind sometimes on the terms. So because this is even, and because this is even negative, negative means, because the leading coefficient's negative and it's even, that means it's going to be down, down. So what I can do here is actually, I can just start like plotting a down behavior here and then another down behavior here, okay? Right off the bat. I just know that at this point. If I want to figure out what's happening in between here, one way to do this would be to plug in points, which I kind of already have one from the y-intercept being 0, 24. So I know that there must be a point up here, right? So my graph has to somehow, well, here, let's just put it in there real quick. It's like somewhere up here. Yeah, I can
just quickly. Hello to the person on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, what's up, YouTube person? Oh, YouTube person did find us. Mickey Yas. What's up, Mickey Yas? Okay, so I know that it must go through this point and then it has to go back to here, so it has to do this. Okay. The other way you can tell this is this 0 here at 2 has an odd multiplicity, and odd multiplicities will cross over. So what I mean by that is over here at this point, which is 2, 0, depending on the multiplicity of this 0 or of this factor, that tells us whether it crosses over or it bounces and like stays on the same side. And because this multiplicity was odd, that means it's going to cross over. Oh yeah, please follow on YouTube if you want to. Yeah. We're growing over there as well. I'm trying to get to 5K by the summer. That's what I want to do. I think I'm at 4.4. I got some competition. Dr. Gold, yeah. Damn, he's got 25.1K subs. Yeah, okay, I'm not going to beat him. Yes, 1 is cut across, right? 2 is bounce, and 3 is like, they call it slide. That's funny. Here's the main thing you need to know. If it's odd, it crosses over. If it's even, it bounces. Even if it was, for instance, like multiplicity, I don't know, to like the 8th power, it's still going to bounce. But what happens is as that power gets bigger and bigger, the amount that it bounces gets like wider and wider. Like it looks as if it's flat for longer before it bounces. Ooh, I haven't done a video on partial fractions yet. I probably should. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, so odd means it crosses over, but if it's an odd power that's high, like here to the 3rd, that means it doesn't just like slice across. It does kind of like this. It has a little bit of what I say is like a little flat area before it crosses over. Order is, yes, the exponent of the binomial, correct. Yeah. Or I think multiplicity is the correct term. That's what Obi was telling me. So yeah, it's something like this. Okay, anyways, so when we get to this one, the -1, that multiplicity is even, which means it's going to bounce here. It's not going to cross over. It's going to bounce. So that means I know it's going to do this. Bounces. And then when we get to the one that is at -3, that's to the 1st power. That's odd. That means it crosses. And because it's just 1, it's going to like cross over like simply. It's not going to like do some weird stuff like this. How many degrees does a sine wave have? Technically infinite. Has infinite number of sines. It's a finna bounce. It's finna bounce, yeah. Denali, yeah, if you want to know why that is, just look at the Taylor series expansion for sine wave. It's pretty cool. Okay, so now that we have our graph here, and they're saying where's the interval where the function is greater than 0, well, we know that's, you know, here and here. Okay, so how I would write that is I would say -3 comma -1, and then union -1 comma 2. The reason why I just didn't say -3 to 2 is because technically it's not above 0 at the 0. It's technically 0, which is not above 0. I'm glad my dementia. Dude, it's bussin' and poggers, dude. I love the word poggers.
It's like, I'm a finna poggers, and not gonna lie, just I just want to shoot
like
myself in the face when people say shit like that. Just...
bussin', dude, yeah. Less than 0, that's all the way over here and all the way over here. So that's from -infinity, comma -3, and then union 2 comma infinity. Yeah, that's how that works. Okay, interval where the slope is greater than 0. Oh, that's interesting. Where the function is increasing. Oh, really? Oh, they did us kind of dirty there. Because I don't know exactly where this happens without doing calculus. Are you allowed to do calculus? That's a question. You're not allowed to use calculus. Oh, okay. I don't know if I can do this without calculus. I think it's impossible. Do all the math, please. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we can look at this, right? I know it's definitely increasing from here to here. The issue is how much further does it increase before it turns back? Yeah, where's this bitch doing it? What's up? X is less than -2. X is in between. -1 and 0.5? I'll call some bullshit on that. Where is he getting this from? Because I guarantee you he's not actually correct with that. Yeah. But the issue is that the graph isn't... So, again, yeah. The slope shit... Well, he's doing it wrong. The problem is, like, he's guessing. He's guessing this happens at 0.5. I don't think this actually happens at 0.5. Because, let's see. If I were to, like, actually graph this... Yeah, I'm just going to grab this. I'm going to tell ChatGPT to transcribe it for me real quick. Because I'm just lazy. Burning how many water bottles, plastic water bottles, just to do OCR, because I just don't want to type it. Yes, there we go. Oh, wow. Dude, what? ChatGPT, excuse me. Okay, at least got this for me. That's all I needed. Okay. Let's say critical points. Yeah, critical points are not at 1/2. They're at -1, -2.5, 1/3, and 2. Yeah, well. Actually, did this even get it right? The text was from Turtle's Blood, yeah. Sorry. -x plus 3. Did we do this right? -x plus 3. X minus 2 cubed. Yeah, right? X plus 1 squared. Oh, did I? Oh, dude, I super messed up. No. Wait. Degrees, excuse me? This does not look like a correct. Oh, that's a. Oh, this is a plot of the derivatives. Oh, my bad. Sorry. Sorry, I was bugging out, dude. Okay, this is what I want. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. All right. This is better. This looks more realistic. So, yeah, no, Ace. To do this without calculus is not really possible because you have to figure out what these are called. These are called critical points right here. And this is where we say that the derivative or the slope, instantaneous slope, is equal to 0. So that occurs here. It also occurs like here. And then it also occurs here, obviously, because there's a bounce. And then I want to say it also occurs here because this is, yeah. Denali says, what are my math levels? I mean, this is pre-calc, maybe calculus. I can go up to Diffie-Q. Some complex analysis, I guess. But Denali, if you want to know, we have a whole selection of very intelligent math streamers on Twitch. That's all their usernames. And if you ever want to figure out when they're streaming, there's a calendar. So go check them out. Give them a follow. There's some people there that... My PhD is in physics, so I know a decent amount of math because I had to do a lot of it. But if you want to start asking about like set theory or like topology or I don't know, non-Euclidean whatever, those guys probably know more than I do. So yeah, this is kind of a trick. This is kind of a trick question, dude. Like your teacher's saying that it's from First of all, what they say it's increasing for less than -2. Well, that's false because from the graph here, it's decreasing here. Do you know how to make an airfoil using math? I mean, I could try. Before, what is it? In order to bake an apple pie, first we must invent the universe. Is that what Carl Sagan said at one point? Funny one. Yeah. This I would say is from like -infinity to -2.5 is where it's increasing. And then it's also increasing from what looks like -1 to, I want to say this is a third. And then that's it. Your teacher said it was from -1 to 0.5. Yeah, this is a guess. Your teacher's guessing. Your teacher is guessing here. The maxima are not necessarily at the endpoints of those regions, and if the teacher said they are wrong and they should feel bad. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh man. Can I help you understand what your teacher's trying to do? Your teacher is trying to look at a graph and they're guessing. That's what your teacher's trying to do, and it's wrong. Because the only information you know is it's 0 here, you know it's 0 here, you know it's something here, and you know it's 0 here. As to where this thing turns over, you don't know. The only way to know would be to either just plug in a bunch of points and try to like look at a picture of it, or to do calculus and figure out the derivative. But they haven't done that. Yeah, exactly. Unless they've worked it out ahead of time, Ace, and they haven't, because this is wrong.
Surprise, motherfucker.
It's so wrong. Makes me sad. What's a derivative? This is like a... We'll tell you when you're older, Timmy. But no, derivatives are important. A derivative is a measure of, if we were looking at a function here, a derivative measures what the instantaneous rate of change is at a certain point. It's like the slope. So for instance, right here, it looks like the graph, it's basically where the graph is going. here the graph is like going here. Right here the graph is going here. These are also called tangent lines. Is what these are. But it can be thought of as kind of a map for where the graph is going next. The way to calculate these is to take a derivative. In this case, you'd have to expand all this out into a polynomial, and then you'd have to solve that polynomial. Well, no, you write it out into a polynomial, which would be a sixth order polynomial. You take a derivative, which knocks it down to a fifth order, and now you're solving a fifth order for equal to 0, which can kind of suck. So it's not very intuitive to do, even with calculus. Fifth order polynomial, you have to start guessing roots then at that point. If this was like a third order, not so bad, because then derivative takes down a second order and you can solve a quadratic. But solving a fifth order is annoying. Yeah. So even here, like where's the function decreasing? So that's going to be from here downwards. So yeah, the 2 to infinity. But it's also happening, so that's why they put here, right, 2 to infinity. But it's also happening from this point to 2. So yeah, they would say 1/3 to 2. Another day passed without having to use the rational root theorem. Yeah, I know, man. It's super annoying to use it. Someone was telling me there's a better method, like Ferrari's method or something. I was like, I prefer the Lamborghini method. I don't know. It's trying to be funny. But yeah, so 2 to infinity is because from here, we know it just keeps going down. And then they guessed this 1/3 to 2 because they said, oh, well, it's somewhere in between here. I know it has to start decreasing, and it does so until it gets to 2, but it's actually not decreasing at 2 because this was a third order root, or had a multiplicity of 3. That means it has a point here where it goes flat and then it decreases. Okay? And technically this point where it goes flat is called an inflection point. And it is neither decreasing nor increasing there. Or we call it like a saddle too, because right, it looks like someone if they were like sitting on a horse saddle. But I'm not gonna draw anymore. So that's why they go 1/3 to 2 and then 2 to infinity. They break it because it's technically not decreasing at 2. The saddles are 3D. Okay, sorry, yeah. That's when you have, it's like concave up in one axis, but it's concave down in the other axis. Am I thinking about that correctly? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that comes up in like vector calc. And then oh wow, dude. Damn, that's a hot graph. What up, my favorite Canadian? Penn Center. Yeah, shout out to Penn. He's a great guy. Soon to be our neighbor as the 51st state of the United States.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
Dude, someone was telling me.
Mine.
Now wait. So I think Google Maps has now changed to where it is the Gulf of America now. Let's see.
Really?
Yeah. Do you see it says Gulf of America?
I thought that was a joke.
No, it's real now. But actually, you know here's the interesting thing? Oh, it doesn't do this. Okay. It does on mobile. I'll show you on mobile. It is different when you live in Mexico, and also what I found out was if you do it on your phone and you zoom out, it actually shows it as being the Gulf. It depends on like how far you zoom out. Yeah.
I'm right in assuming that the sea border is larger in Mexico.
I think it's close.
Right?
I'm gonna say it's close. You think so? I think it's close. Because look, all of this is the U.S. So we could say the top of the hemisphere is the U.S., right? I'd say 180 degrees is the U.S., right? From Miami all the way down to, this is like Brownsville. I'm so happy Sensation is back too. See? Penn Center missed you, Sensation. We all missed you.
Why?
Why? Oh, we can't see my cursor. Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry. You can see all like the starred places I have in the U.S. for whatever reason. Yeah. I think if we wanted to look at it in terms of like arc length and stuff, I believe like the U.S., right, is all this. That's quite a lot. Mexico gets to claim this, I guess, right? Because I don't think this is still part of the Gulf anymore, right? This has to be something else at this point. Oh, the Arabian Gulf and the Persian. If you say "fuck off" backwards, it says the same thing, only Scottish. What?
No, it doesn't.
It's the Caribbean. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. I think it's fucking stupid, anyways. Like, I don't know. Trump's just trying to win points with dumb people. So like, whatever.
Well, at least it keeps life interesting.
It is interesting, at least. But like, as I was saying, one of my friends just found out today that he no longer has a job, and he's got to go find another job because of the hiring freeze on all federal positions. So he was doing data science for the VA. He was running studies on, I think like lung cancer and stuff on veterans, and apparently was told that he had to justify his job as being mission critical in like 20 minutes. He had to write a paragraph of like why his job was mission critical. Otherwise they weren't renewing his contract. I was like, excuse me. That's pretty fucked.
Lung cancer.
Yeah, lung cancer. Yeah, but he's doing the data science.
That.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But why did they kick him?
They didn't kick him out. Well, they chose not to renew his contract. So
how long does he have left?
50 days. Yeah, he's got 50 days to go find a job now.
Yeah.
Right, but to be fair though, you can't really blame Trump on that one because the previous governments have fucked it.
I agree. You know, I mean, again, yeah, there's it would have been just maybe nice to have like given him a little bit more of a heads up that like, hey, your contract's not going to get renewed, rather than just all of a sudden it's like, oh, your I mean,
you're homeless.
Yeah, you don't have a job.
When you're pissing billions up against the wall, though.
Yes, I agree.
And
You
you're a
gotta
businessman, gotta sit there and say no.
And we gotta start axing some stuff. It's just the blanket axing of things. I think isn't exactly the best. For fuck's sake, the VA is one of the most important departments. It's not making money, so they dumped him. Yeah, well, that's what happens. Anyways, let's wrap this math question real quick. But this is another part where I again, with your teacher here, Aced, saying like, label all the max and the mins. You don't know where these max and mins are unless you use calculus. You don't know where they are. Like, you can't know this is here. You can't know this is here. Yes, government is supposed to invest in people, not itself. I agree. So, but the domain. See, this is also the problem is we don't know where the max is. Bro, what? Your teacher's like tripping, dog. Like you can't do any of this. Well, the domain's all real numbers, whatever. That's fine. But you can't find the max and the min. I can tell where one of the slopes is 0, right? That's here because that's the bounce, or not the bounce. Well, actually no, so that's the third order 0. And then the other one where it bounces, those are both places where m will be equal to 0. The derivative will be 0 there. But there are other places it's 0 that we can't tell. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Denali asked a good question, Ace. Are you allowed to use a graphing calculator on this question? Just max. Here it is, dog. Not on tests. Yeah. Okay. Well then, yeah, I wouldn't really worry about this. This part of the test is impossible to do without using calculus or having a graphing calculator. Oh, they haven't taught it yet? Oh, okay. Well, then cool. Maybe you will get to like doing derivatives for this. It's just ugly because this is a 6th order polynomial. And it's going to turn into a 5th order derivative that you're going to have to solve equal to 0. So 5th order polynomial for the derivative, yeah. Oh, yeah, you need a derivative. Can't do this without derivatives. It's like saying, can I drive a car without gasoline, you know? I mean, unless it's electric, but... anyways, okay, cool. Does that answer your question, though, Ace? I mean, sometimes it's good just for students to like get a clarity check of, you know, am I stupid or is my teacher just making shit up? Your teacher's just making shit up when they're doing this, which is unfortunate. Makes me really sad. Anyways, okay, good. Rick, it's one of my favorite things. He's like, just a quick in and out. Just quick in and out here, guys. Yeah, send them to your stream. Yes, yeah. I should send the teacher to your stream, Obi. Obi's actually a math teacher. But yes, if you also want to learn about how to find those, it's called like curve graphing or something. Function graph. I don't know. There's a name for it, but finding extrema, I think, is the other name for it. Obi can teach it to you, or send the teacher over as well. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Good. Let's see. Arithmetic question from Recky Rec. What's up, Recky Rec? Let's see, Recky's up in the stream. Curve sketching. Is that what it's called? Curve sketch? I think it's called, yeah, curve sketching. Okay, let's do it. It's about time in Langley, British Columbia. Oh, wait. Okay, sorry. It's About Time is the name of the company. In BC, is Canada's largest custom clock manufacturer. They have a grandfather clock that on the hours chimes the number of times that corresponds to the time of the day. Okay. At 4 p.m. it chimes 4 times. How many times does it chime in a 24-hour period? That's actually kind of a fun question. Wait, does it only chime 1 time for 1 o'clock, though? Like 1 p.m.?
Yeah.
Or would that be 13?
No, 1.
Oh.
Grandfather clocks are analog, so not digital time. 24 hours.
Oh, so they don't do AM and PM. Okay. All right, makes sense.
So it's 24 factorial.
Close. So factorial means we multiply numbers together. So
it's the sum total of 24.
Yeah, right. So 5 factorial. No, you have the right idea. That's 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. You want them added. So you want 12 plus 11 plus 10 plus 9 plus 8. And actually, we can show this how this is actually an arithmetic sequence, which is actually pretty cool. Plus 7 plus
wait,
6.
I know this. It's
yeah, what is it?
It's n times
yes.
n times n plus 1 over 2. Right?
You're close. Yeah, it's the average of this and this. So it's 1 plus 12 over 2 times the amount of terms that there are. So in this case, there are 12 terms.
Wait, that's compound interest.
No, compound interest is this. This is compound interest. So I think it's just this. N plus 1 over 2 was correct. Oh, is it? Okay. It's n times n plus 1?
N times n plus 1 over 2, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is an arithmetic sequence. It was I can't remember. It was given to some famous mathematician, I think it might have been Newton, as shit work. It was add up every number between 1 and 100. And so then it's 100 times 100 plus 1.
So it's just 12 times 13 divided by 2. Is that right?
No, n being n, so the maximum value. If you add up every number between 1 and 100, so n is 100.
Uh-huh.
So 100
n is the
times
first one?
100 plus 1 divided by
Oh, yeah,
2.
yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, so that's that. So 12 is the biggest number, times 13 over 2.
No, n is a totality.
Dude, am I losing my mind here? One sec.
Every number between 1 and 100, so n is 100. N is always 100.
Oh, I see. This is the way I learned it. I learned it like this. What's this funny way you guys use it? It's just yeah. Well, yes. You're right, Zyphon. I am just gonna multiply by 2 because there's the AMs and PMs.
Sorry, no, I'm going mad. No, you're right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, I mean this is the way I learn it, or I remember it, where it's the first term, the last term, averaged, and then you multiply it by the number of terms that there were. And then yes, because it does twice in day. One second, we're going through all the chat. Yeah. And then we're just gonna then we're just gonna multiply by 2. So it's 166. Is that right? 12 times 12 is 144 plus another 12, 156.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's 156. Yes. Okay. Which, let's see, does my answer work as well? So 1 plus 12, so that's 13 over 2 times 12. Okay, cool. Which is 13 times 6, and then times 2 is 13 times 12 again. Okay, cool. All right, we're both right. It's just 2 different ways to look at it. Yeah, n in this case, sensation. This is the number of terms. I think is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is 12, and then yeah, n plus 1 is. Yes.
Like I said, I was just going insane. Don't worry about it.
No, it's okay. I'm going insane too. Anyways, yeah, answer's 156. 2 different ways, multiple ways to skin a cat or something. Ah.
What's he saying there?
He says, I'm correct, but that's only because a sub 1 is 1 and a sub n is 12. Yeah. Hence, we have n times 1 plus n over 2. Okay. Yeah, so this trick only really works if your first term is 1 and yes. When it's all natural numbers from 1 to n, which Sensation was talking about, from 1 to 100, then yes. The issue is that if you start adding up, let's say, for instance, the middle numbers, then this doesn't work. But if you're going from the first number, which is 1, to some natural number way out there, then this does work. And our combinatorics n, comma 2? What? What is that? Is that also true? Where does that come from? Yeah. Oh, choose. Oh, is it n choose 2? This is the other one. N choose n choose p, NCP. Well, now I'm curious actually if this actually comes out. That's under. So I pulled my calculator on. That's under. I want to say it's distribution. No, it's. What is n choose p in? Is it in math? Oh yeah, here is it. It's in like prop. Okay, here we go. And choose. I think it's this. Oh. Oh wow. Okay. Is it 12 choose 2? Well, no. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, it's n plus 1 choose 2. Okay, because that's why like we're almost getting there. Okay, so it's 13 choose 2. Times 2. 13 choose 2 times 2. Yeah, well, because we had the AM and the PM. Okay. All right, we got it. Good job, guys. It was a fun discussion into like making a mountain out of a molehill, but it worked. Yeah. All right, good job, Ricky. Nice.
I don't even know what end has written. That just hurts my eyes.
What hurts your eyes?
End has written end bang divided by 2
Oh,
bang.
yeah. The bang is factorial.
Yeah, no. I just mean it's just hurt my eyes to try and work.
Oh,
that out.
yeah.
It's so ugly on here.
Shantrix with the super dub. Super dub. Okay. We got a Darsh, Equity, and then Nick. I'll help you out with more math stuff. Latex Twitch add-on. That would be cool.
We will get there eventually.
We will eventually. This looks fun. What's up, Aduki? Okay. A new softball is dropped onto a hard surface from a height of 25 inches. It rebounds to 2/5 of the height on each successive bounce. How high does the softball bounce after one bounce? This is actually really cool. This is a good practical representation of a geometric series, right? Or like an exponential series.
I
Okay.
could never remember what the difference is.
Well, yeah, or it's like geometric sum, I think is what I'm also thinking about. Yeah. Geometric series is like just the numbers. Sum is like you add them up. I think it's just a series. Yeah. Okay, 25 inches. So it starts up at 25. It's going to fall all the way down. And then it's going to bounce up to 2/5 of its original height. So then it's going to come up to here. Where this height is going to be 2/5 times our original height, okay? And then it's going to fall down. And then it's going to bounce back up. But now this height is going to be 2/5 of this height. So that's 2/5 times the original height, which was 2/5 times 25. Yeah. So every time this thing bounces here, it's gonna be multiplying again by 2/5, and this is why this looks like a geometric series, which is usually some a r to the n. Because what you have is you have some initial amount 25, and then it's 2/5 of that to the power of like how many times this thing has bounced. So yeah, after one bounce, yeah, this is just 10 inches, right? Because 2/5 of 25, you can cancel out the 5s, right? And you just get 2 times 5, which is 10. Here we go. Write a function representing the rebound height for each bounce.
I got a question.
Yeah, what's up?
If it's 2/5, 2/5 keeps repeating, right? So
Yes.
then, can you factor out 2/5 for the amount of times that it's 2/5?
Exactly. You can. And the way that we do that here is we write it as 2/5 to the n. Because do you see how this right here is the same thing as 2/5 squared? Like 2/5 times 2/5?
Right.
Right. And so that's how high it goes after the second bounce, right? This was the first bounce. This is the second bounce, right? So this is the height after the second bounce. So it actually makes sense. Sometimes you have to offset this by like a +1 or a -1 to get the right thing.
So how do you know what n is?
So n in this case we're referring to is like after the nth bounce. Okay.
Yeah, because we don't know what n is. Yeah.
Right. So after the first bounce, right, n equals 1. That makes sense. 2/5 times 25. And then we would say like the 0th bounce, n equals 0, is where it's starting, right? Like the 0th bounce doesn't really exist.
1.
So I agree. Yeah, well, 2/5 of 0 is just 1, exactly, right? So this is to the n. And then, here's the cool thing. How many bounces until the ball's height is below 1 inch? Ooh, okay. So we know that the height after a bounce is 25 times 2/5 to the n. And I want to know how many times this thing has to bounce for this to be less than 1 inch. This is cool to set it up like this. Denali says, does it really bounce like that IRL? I think mostly. I think it does. Minus air resistance, you know. But I think it's pretty realistic to expect this thing to lose a constant amount of energy with every bounce. Yeah, with friction. Yeah, I think so.
And even if you drop it straight down, it's going to bounce in a direction.
Yeah, correct. Right,
You're still
it's not
gonna
going to
get
keep going
that
up and down.
curve.
Yeah. You would actually see it move in like this right now. I just graphed. This is height versus time, but we could see this also as like, for instance, like X position if like this thing were bouncing like in a direction. That's because of the imperfections, and the imperfections make us perfect.
What a load of horse shit.
What a yeah, it's wrong. Okay. All right. So, okay. Adarsh, do you know how to solve this? This is the algebraic expression we came up with, and this is where we need to solve this somehow. How are we gonna do it? If you drop a steel ball on marble, you're gonna crack your floor. Yeah, it'll be a bad time. You'd have a bad time.
It depends how heavy the ball is, though.
So Adarsh says, I just plugged in values for n. I mean, that's one way to do it. Totally is. I'll show you the smart way. Not saying the way you did it was dumb, but it's like the brute force way to do it. So yeah, you could take 25 times 2/5 to the something, and then just keep raising this to powers until you see it's less than 1. We can see after 6 bounces, it's already less, right? So, I don't know. You probably got what? After 4 bounces, it's already less. Okay, so after the 3rd bounce, it's 1.6. So you got n was equal to 4. Good. Not to use a calculator. You don't need to. I can show you how. So, this is an algebra thing where we're trying to solve for this, but our variable is up in the exponents. When that happens, we have to use logarithms to sort things out here. Okay? So, what I'm going to do is I'm first going to try to get as much of this stuff away from the variable as I can. So, I'm going to divide both sides by 25. Let's just do it. Okay? So now we have 2 over 5 to the n is less than 1 over 25. Okay. If we wanted to then get the n down, the way to do this is, I want to think, you might need a calculator for this. I'm trying to think if there's a clever way to do it with like log-based something. I don't think there is. You would just take the log of both sides. We'll see how it happens later. Okay. So when I take the log of something to an exponent, this exponent comes down outside here. Okay. That's the rule. If I have log of a to the b, it's the same thing as b log a. It has this magic ability to pull down anything that's in an exponent and put it out front. Logarithms are really cool. Okay, so then I get that n. What's up?
I definitely think that if it's with this kind of question, the teacher would just be assuming that you would just brute force it.
Yeah, which is, I mean,
this is
cool.
better long term.
Yeah, exactly. Because, like, let's say, for instance, I wanted to know when the ball's height was below, like, I don't know, like 1/10 of an inch. This would take forever to just keep plugging numbers in. But here, if you want to get this, so it's the log of 1/25 over the logs of 2/5. So you can do this on your calculator. Log of 1/25 divided by the log of 2/5. I know you probably haven't learned it yet, but you are going to learn it very soon. And that gets me 3.5. Okay. So I need at least 3.5 bounces, which rounding up or just, you know, is 4. Because anything less than that won't work. Yeah, that's the next unit. Yeah, exactly. So you are going to learn this. This is the proper way to do it. Versus plugging in numbers and guessing. But you get to hear n is less than 3.5, I guess. So, yeah. It's 4 then. It takes 4. Cool. Okay. Cool. Nice.
I don't
Good
mean to
question.
I don't mean to go back over it all over again. But, yep. So it's, what was it again? 25.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the original number was. 25, two, and then 2 over 5 times 2 over 5.
Mm-hmm.
And so on and so on. So, how do you do that again? You multiply 2 over 5 by 2 over 5.
Yes.
You can keep doing that, can't you? And so
You can.
sort of-
You can. Oh, Endar has a good point. Yeah. Sorry. I did need to change this. Yeah. Thanks, Endar. So there's actually one rule in inequalities, which is that if you ever divide by a negative number, you have to switch the sign of the inequality. And log of 2/5 is negative. So I divided by a negative number, so I had to switch this. Thanks, Endar. It's a good catch. But let me help out. Sensation brings up a good point too. That's a good catch, Endar. So, right, the thing starts at 25 Sensation, right?
Yep.
And then after it bounces here, it's going to go up to 2/5 of what its original height was, right? So then when it comes down to bounce again, it's going to come up to 2/5 of what the height before was. This is like the height before, but the height before was this. So every time it bounces, you're just tacking on another 2/5 because it's always 2/5 of what had happened right beforehand.
Mhm.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Right. And then because you keep multiplying by 2/5, that's the same thing as writing these 2/5 to like an exponent. And it just turns out that like that n is the number of times that it's bounced. It happens a lot in math. You'll come up with an equation and then you have to make some connection to the real world about what these variables mean. And so this, for instance, is the original height. This 2/5 is then the, percent recovery, I would say, basically. And then this is the after the nth bounce. So you look at
the time taken to perform an action.
Yeah. Which is kind of related to the time. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. This could get even crazier with physics. We could start saying we could assign a time to how long this bounce takes. And you can see it would be less, right? Because as the thing gets lower and lower, the amount of time to go up and down gets less and less as well. Yeah. I don't think that would be an easy, straightforward equation if we wanted to calculate the amount of time in the bounce. Yeah.
Just refresh my memory.
Yeah.
On a graph, what is log of n?
What is the log of n? Log of n looks something like this.
So what was I thinking of? Yeah.
So as you can't get to 0. Log of 0 is impossible. But of a very small number, the log of that number becomes basically negative infinity. And of a big number, it kind of like keeps going up, but tapers a little bit. Yeah, the log thing has nothing to do with this curvature. That's not how this looks. The log is just a behavior of the bouncing just being multiplied by 2/5 all the time.
I was just thinking about how long it would take to perform an action. So if something's linear, then
correct.
If it's one to one, then it's x equals y or y equals x.
Yeah, it's like O1. You're talking about the big O notation, like O1,
yeah.
O to the n, or like or n log n or something. Yeah.
And then n to the
Well, I mean, you can see that. You can see that the height here is definitely exponential, right? Like the height goes from this to this to this to like smaller and smaller. So that's not necessarily. I mean, that is related to the amount of time it takes for something to happen. But also, yeah, we could say that like with each bounce, there's a set amount of time, but the time in between the bounces is not the same either. You ever notice that when you drop a ball that like as it starts bouncing more towards the bottom, it goes like really, really fast?
Yeah.
And eventually just stops. Yeah. So, yeah, even the way I graph this is not technically correct because the time in between bounces should be getting shorter and shorter.
So the frequency increases.
Correct. Yeah, it does. Denali says, am I familiar with gradients? Yeah, gradients are great. Gradients are just like super slopes. They're like slopes in 3 dimensions.
Unless we're talking about colors.
Unless we're talking a gradient. Well, gradient colors is that also kind of the same thing. What's up? Thanks, Odin, for the follow. But the big thing that is useful is converting IRL to math space. 100%. I say a lot of times to students that get like kind of weirded out, like do things in math space as much as you can until you get to like a final thing, and then connect it to the real world, what you're trying to talk about. Because sometimes just focusing on the math and just keeping your brain in like do math tricks land will help, rather than trying to get distracted being like, oh wait, but this 2/5 is that of this, and then but at the end you see like, oh wow, 25, that was my original height. Oh, this was my recovery. Oh, this was the number of bounces that it connects.
See, I don't know if this is antithetical to what you've just said, but in school, that's the thing that annoyed me. It was always like, well, what's a practical application? Just anything. Just pull something out of the hat. And they'd be like, I don't know, there's just too many. It's like, what? Give me one.
I mean, this is kind of practical, I guess. Odin says, is it open? Is it open question time? Yeah. We always have open questions all the time. But we have a Discord if you want to submit your question. Here's the channel for it. It's called Help Screenshots. Yeah, right here. We just have students. You can post whatever screenshot you want, and we'll go through it. Which I think we only have one left before I'm going to do more of Nick's. Thank you. Okay. There we go. Is Equity in the stream? Where's Sir Bob Ross's? Where's Sir Bob? I feel like we did this question before. I'm very sure we did this one.
You see, there's the thing. How does a quadratic function have a vertex at all?
Oh, okay. Yeah, vertex is just defined as like the highest or lowest point in a function, right? So, and actually this kind of goes back to, I think Denali was asking like why the hell do I care about the degree of a function? It has to do with the number of, I guess, vertices that something could have. So a quadratic, did I not give it to you? Oh, yeah, you're right. I didn't. My bad. I gave it to Ayush, which is different than Adarsh. Y'all all have kind of similar names at times. There you go, Adarsh.
It's the same person.
It's not the same person.
No.
So, yeah, a quadratic is something that has to the power 2. So, that can either look like this. It could look like this. And that's about it. Because it's degree 2. And in that case, if it's a positive quadratic, it will always have a minimum point, and this is the vertex. If it is a negative leading coefficient, and it's of power 2, then its highest point will be called the vertex.
So how is that different to vertex within shapes?
Okay, so vertex, I think, is usually defined by where you have like 2 lines like connecting. Like this is called a vertice. Or is vertex? I think vertices is just the plural form of vertex. Yeah. Like vertexes is vertices. Yeah.
Vertices.
I mean, you can kind of see how this is a vertex, because it's where like two sides like meet at a certain point. Which, on a graph, it's kind of like where like 2 curvy lines meet, I guess. But I don't know if there's a direct like math 1-to-1 thing with that.
I'm just curious because it's the same word.
It is the same word. You're right. I guess it kind of looks like a quadratic-ish, right? This could be thought of as like a minimum. This would be like a minimum or something.
Change of direction.
Yeah, it's okay. Change of direction. I kind of like that. Yeah. But so when you have higher power functions, let's say like degree power 3, okay, then you can start having stuff that looks like this, okay, which may not have a quote unquote like vertex. If you have, for instance, like y is equal to x to the 3rd, that ends up looking something like this. Well, I drew this really badly. Yeah, they're both kind of like turning points, right? Yeah. So this is not considered a vertex. It is an is it a turning point? Not really. So this is called an inflection point is what this is. Because it goes from decreasing to still to decreasing. So
again, we're back to the word usage again. Inflection also means change of direction.
Does
it does linguistically. Well, because when a person says something, inflection can change direction.
Oh, like that's the inflection point. Yeah. It's so fascinating because it doesn't necessarily mean that the direction is changing from, like, let's say decreasing to increasing. It's from like decreasing to not decreasing to decreasing again. So in my mind, I guess it is changing direction, but only just momentarily. It's just momentarily going flat, and then it's going back the way it wanted to. But if you had a different cubic function, let's say you had one that looked something like this, okay? This does have turning points, because this is a turning point and this is a turning point. These I could kind of think of as like a vertex, maybe. But in reality, we just call them, this is called what's a local max. And then this is a local min. And they are also called turning points, but not inflection points. You can have an inflection point, which would be like right here. And that's where it goes from like increasing. I'm trying to think how this works. It's when the curvature changes from curve up to curve down. But that's not... Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'm starting to see like some of the math here. This is considered having positive curvature from here to here. And then this is considered having negative curvature. You see how you get like a happy face, and then you get like a sad face, like here.
They're pointing away from each other.
They are, right? Yeah. So watch. So this side only has like the left side of what I call like positive curvature. It only has this part. This side only has the right side, what we call negative curvature. But
so you basically splice them together.
Exactly. But because they're switching from curve up to curve down right here, that's why it's called an inflection point. It's not that the slope is going from down to 0 to down. It's that the second derivative, which is the change in the slope, it's like the slope of the slope, is going from up to down. It's the same thing here. This actually encompasses all of the happy face. This encompasses a lot more of the sad face. And where they switch is called an inflection point. Yeah. What's up, E-Raven? E-Raven says meow, meow, meow. Yeah.
I like chicken, I like liver.
I like chicken, I like liver. Meow mix,
Meow
please
mix,
deliver.
meow mix, please deliver.
4chan always delivers. Okay, I don't see equity. So, Nick, here, you want to go over more of your questions, Nick? We get Nick on the line. Dun, dun, dun.
In like 2-3 minutes.
Okay, he needs 2 or 3 minutes. That's cool. Oh,
So did Odin get in?
I don't know if Odin did. Odin, if you still have a question in our stream, you could just ask it in the chat too. I'll go through it. Because it looks like Zach started his Infinite Series course. I want to say 20 minutes ago. You haven't sent a question in a long time? Do you want to learn something? It's really cool. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. What's up? Philosophical question? Yeah, we can do it. We're waiting like 2 minutes for one of their students to finish up with something. So, what's up? What's your question, Odin? We love philosophical questions too. Yeah, the plural for for boot is boots and not beats, like moose to meese. Yeah, or moose to. Wait, what is it's mooses, right? It's not meese.
It's, the plural of moose is moose.
It's moose, not meese.
No. The plural of moose is moose in the same way that sheep is.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sheep is sheep.
Mooses is wrong.
Meese. What about mice? Meese and mice.
Funnily enough, I had that conversation because the word house is obviously German, right? So it's like,
Yeah.
why isn't the word heis? But then heis is spelled with the double S,
Scriba thing.
the double S. Yeah, it looks like a B.
Yeah.
They wouldn't be heis because that would be really confusing. You'd be calling the place where you live hot.
Oh, Equity is back. What's up, Equity?
Unless I'm misremembering my German, probably.
Brian Regan, Moosin. What's Moosin, dude? What? Hello, Pen. Pen saw moose and just instantly needed to chime in. He's just like, excuse me, there's moose involved. These are my creatures.
Don't play with moose. Have you ever seen one for real?
Yeah, moose will fuck you up. Let me see. Plural for. We're gonna Google it. Plural for moose.
I think I am the height of a moose's leg.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Moose is a loan word, which means it was adopted into English from another language with little or no change. Oh, okay. Okay, what's up, Nick? You need help before we keep talking about like moose and meese? Mooses. Goose, geese, moose, meese.
Mooses.
Bro, this fucking image is fucking hilarious, dude. Okay, thanks, Raven. We'll do yours. Okay, what's up, Nick? Which one you want help with? All the other ones?
Whatever you want.
Okay, let's see. Whatever you want. Ooh, little bracket. A little bracket here. That's a good one. Fishes. Okay, let's
Fish.
Fishin.
This, I think I know what I'm doing, but I just want to make sure.
Okay. I did see the Luka trade. Yeah, he's going to the Lakers. Okay. To make the bracket, the minimum length of strap iron needed to make the bracket. Wait, what part's the bracket?
The whole thing.
You think the bracket's the whole thing, dude?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Probably you need to add it all up.
Yeah, it's just it's so interesting how I don't know if this is really a math question, more of like can you read a diagram, right? So this is 2 and then this is 3. Okay, so we got 2 plus 3. But then you need this, okay, which is 7.5. And then this, yeah, 9 3/4.
And if you do the decimals, if you convert it into decimals, it gets a little harder.
Maybe it does.
Because then you put it to fraction.
Oh, I mean, okay, we do this 7 1/2, and you want to put 9 3/4. That's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then what about for this amount?
13 plus 2.
Go ahead. Yeah, so 15.
Then 3, then 2.
And good, then 3, and then 2. Nice. Perfect. So that's 5 plus 15. So this here is 20. This is another 5. So that's 25. And then this is 16. So that gets you 41. But then you have a 1/2 and 3/4. So 1/2 is the same thing as 2/4.
This is what I want to know. How do I know which one to keep? Like, should I keep as a 2, the denominator, or the 4?
So you got to make them have the same denominator, okay? So if you're trying to add 1/2 plus 3/4, you can't really turn this into a 2, right? Unless you divided this by 2, but then that makes it ugly, right?
Yeah.
So usually you're going to have to go to whatever the bigger number is. So I want to turn this thing into 4s.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm going to turn this into...
turn the 3/4 into whatever over 2, so you have to make it all 4.
Good.
Okay.
So now you have 2/4 plus 3/4. That gets you 5/4. Okay. Which do you know how to write that as a mixed fraction?
1/4.
Good. Good. So we had the 41 plus another 1. That gets me the 42. And then you have the extra fourths. So that's why it's 42 1/4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Solid. Let's look at the plywood question. Oh, Odin just gave me something very, very interesting. HLSL shaders. Whoa. I thought you said there was a philosophical question.
This tripped me out so bad.
Okay.
That's a good point. I know nothing about shutter speed.
Yeah. Shutter speed's cool. You're not dumb, Mdar. We don't take saves away. Okay, the minimum amount of plywood needed to make the fully closed box is... Oh, interesting.
What is closed box?
Closed box means that this box is hollow, right? And that none of these sides are open, right?
Mm-hmm.
It means you could put something in the box and it wouldn't like escape, right? So
Oh, just asking the size then, right?
yeah, it's asking like the surface area is what it's asking for.
Mm-hmm.
So here, if you wanted to like make a rectangular box,
that.
it looks something like this, right?
Mm.
I mean, this is how to do it with all the fancy, bits and stuff to it. But in reality, I think you really only need this.
Mm-hmm.
The wings and stuff are to make it easier to like take things. But so you have this side times 2, right? So what's the area of this green side?
6 times 3.
Good, 6 times 3. All right, and you have 2 of those, so you're gonna say times 2, right? Because you got one on the front, one on the back,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have this one on the top and on the bottom. What's the size of the pink one?
2 times 6.
Good, that one's 6. Yeah, good. 2 times 6 or 6 times 2. Good, and that's also times 2. Okay, cool. So then the last side is here, the gold side. What's the size of that?
2 times 3.
Yep. Good. Times 2. So now you just got to add all the numbers up. This is equal to 36. This is equal to 24. And this is equal to 12. So that's just equal to 72. The 24 and the 12 gets you 36. 36 plus 36 is 72.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Nice. Let me do just this one, and then I think Raven Violet had a question, and then I'll try to answer Odin's question about HLSL shutter speed. That sounds pretty cool. Okay, in order for 360 feet of 2x8 is shipped in 20-foot lengths, the maximum number of 9-foot pieces that can be cut from this shipment is... Oh,
I
God.
tried every possible way to figure this out. I'm so confused.
Dude, excuse me, what?
Yeah.
Okay. I think we have to remember what a 2x8 is. Which I'm used to like a 2x4.
Gold figured it out in 1 second. I'm done.
No, it's okay. This is kind of a red herring. This is a red herring. So 2 inches by 2x8, 2 inches by 8 inches is the thickness and the width of the plank.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So So what they're saying is that this thing is 2 inches tall and it's 8 inches wide. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
See you, Denali. Raven says, yeah, this is to be a train track operator. Question book. It's actually pretty cool.
Wait,
Okay.
so it's by 8 by 20?
Exactly. Yes, but
Bro.
then it's 20 feet in this direction, and it's shipped in 20-foot lengths. Okay. So, in a standard 20-foot board, okay, how many 9-foot pieces can you get out of that?
20 divided by 9?
No. Well, yes.
Or-
Well, yeah. 20 divided by 9, which is what?
Me don't know.
Well, you know, it's around 2, right? Because think about it.
Yeah.
So two 9-foot,
8.
yeah, 2 9-foot pieces gets you 18 feet,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you can't get another 9-footer in there, right? So
Right.
you could say for every 20 feet, I get two 9-foot pieces. Okay. But then they say that we ordered 360 feet. Okay. Of these. So how many of these 20-foot lengths did we order if we ordered a total of 360 feet? It's a little tricky.
So you do 360 divided by 20?
Good. Yeah, exactly. Nice. So 360 divided by 20. Zeros cancel. You get 36 over 2. That's equal to 18. Okay.
Mhm.
So you get 18 20-foot pieces. And then for every 20-foot piece, you can only have 2 of the 9-foot pieces coming out. So how many total do you get?
36?
Yes. Do you see how that works?
That's insane.
If you were to do 360 divided by 9, you would get 40. This is wrong. And they wanted you to mess up that way.
No.
Yeah, I got that. I was so confused.
Yeah. That would be the easy way to do it. The problem is that this 360 foot is ordered in like 20-foot chunks. So you can't split across the board. You can't like split lumber across the board. Yeah, 360 board feet. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I did 360 times 2 times 8 times 20.
Yeah,
and
no.
then
Yeah, this is
Well,
this is trying to mess with you. Also, you should notice. Do you see how this is? This is 2 inches by 8 inches. This is nothing to do with feet. Yeah, they're just talking about like a type of
yeah,
wood.
and then I was freaking I
Like,
was,
this is a-
I was changing it
these are-
into feet and then feet into inches. I was so lost.
Yeah, it's just lumber. This is just lumber. Like a 2x4 is 2 inches by 4 inches by 8 foot. That's why we call it a 2x4. I think so.
Yeah, I had one of the questions. What does 2 by 8 refer to? And one of the answers is lumber.
It is lumber. Penn Center's like, yeah, if you've never bought wood, you'd totally be lost. 100%. You have to be a wood buyer. Sensation, did you know what a 2x8 was? Or like a 2x4? You ever heard those words before?
I've heard them from America, but never here.
What do you guys use for boards? What do you guys? How do you guys measure your lumber?
Boards. That's what they're called.
Depends on the.
Like, what would you call like a standard like, you know? I don't know.
I don't even know what 2x4 is for. So.
It's just for like general, just like putting shit together. You know, like you need like make a fucking desk or some shit. You can just do it with 2x4s.
Well, you wouldn't. You'd go into B&Q and you'd buy the sizes of wood.
No. But see, in America, you just buy these massive things of wood and you just cut it however you need it to do this.
Well, that's why it's impossible, because the wood sizes in B&Q are stupid.
Yeah.
They are tree trunks long.
Rough.
Oh, 2x4 is not actually 2x4. It's 1.5 by 3.5. Oh, plank. Oh, stop with plank length. Stop. It's too good, Shantrix. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the only reason I know, because it's like the Legos of building stuff. It's just like you got a couple 2x4s. Like we can put something together that looks like it. That's hilarious that a 2x4 isn't even 2 inches by 4 inches. It's 1.5 by 3.5. Why do they call it a 2x4 then? Oh my god.
Wait, I think our standard length is whatever the main joist in a roof is.
Nice.
Oh, okay. In rough cut conditions, it's technically 2 inches by 4 inches. Because inflation. Okay, see, I know Obi grew up with a carpenter because he knows what the words rough hewn and then planer. Yeah, using a planer. Yeah. The wood cures and shrinks. Oh man, what's up, Ken the tutor? Ken, do you also tutor? Do you also tutor on Twitch? That's the real question. Okay. Cool. Let me answer a couple more questions from we got Raven Violet, and then we'll see whatever Nick has left as well. Where is screenshots? Ooh, I like this. Ooh, we're going into Limits Land.
You'll call me turn again, right?
Yeah, I'll ping you. I'll ping you.
Oh, thank you.
You've seen Ken before? Oh, Ken, dude, that's sick. Ken, what's your Twitch?
You don't have to ping me. You can just say my name. I'll come.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, Ken, what's your channel, dude? Do we have you added to the calendar? Has Pen Center brought you into the elements?
It's that time again. It's meme time.
Channel is just Ken the Tutor. Okay, let's go find him. Let's go find Ken the Tutor. It's pretty straightforward for a channel name. Dude, we have Ken the Gent. Who's Ken the Gent though? It's like, no, sorry. Ken the Tutor. Wow. Oh, there's yes, the Google form application process. Yes. Nice. Okay, Ken. Awesome, dude. Yeah, we'll give you a follow, dude. Hell yeah. Love this. We love people that are tutoring and streaming and teaching on Twitch. Welcome. Excellent.
Go. I am here. Hello to the world.
Hello to the world to you, man. Yeah. Oh, it's the same account? Oh, that's cool.
Interesting time.
Yeah, what we eventually, I think, kind of want to do is get this calendar more filled out with everyone who's streaming. So this is a beautiful calendar that Pen Center came up with. I just host it on my website, but I would love to see this like filled with like non-stop math or science. Doesn't matter what time zone you're in, you can find something. Oh, Zach's streaming right now? Oh, shit. Zach's another really cool person. We'll go check out his stream in a second. We have a couple more questions. Cool. Welcome, Ken. Welcome to Twitchland. Glad you're here. Keep at it is what I say. My first couple streams, I had like 2 people watching, which is totally okay. Now I've been doing it for, I think, probably 4 years at this point. Roses are red. An instrument is the tuba. God damn it. That's a good one. Okay. Limit as X approaches infinity of this hot garbage. Oh, man. When there's no math on Twitch, life feels so empty. It is so true, Raven. Yeah, so true. Is this, I mean, this looks like infinity minus infinity to me, right? Kind of. Or like, what's the higher power? Interesting. Is there actually a solution for this? I could think of expanding it, maybe. Let's see. This is the same thing as x to the third plus 3x squared to the 1/3 minus x squared minus 2x to the 1/2. This is such hot garbage. The solution is 2. The answer is 2. Okay. All right. Oh, we got to figure something out here. There's something in here. There's something in the water. Omewemo Shinderu.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Omae wa mo shinderu.
Shinderu.
That's an old joke for the old timers.
Wait, I think I know. I think I have an idea of where this is coming from. Okay. I think you can pull an x to the third out of here, and you can pull an x squared out of here. I'm gonna show you why. I think I know where this comes from. This is x to the third. And then this would be 1 plus 3 over x, right? And then this is all to the 1/3. But x to the 1/3 is just the same thing as x. So I can pull this out and then say this is to the 1/3. And then this is, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to pull out an x squared. And so I'm going to say this is minus x 1 minus 2 over x to the 1/2. Okay. This is a special one. Yeah, this is special. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's just Discord. Yeah, Discord's the best, Ken, especially for like communities and things. I believe this is like e to the x. Where is it? It's like 1 over limit 1 plus 1 over x. Here we go. Okay. But that's to the x. One chat's trash and another trash Trevor. Yeah, seriously. So this is what I was thinking this looked like, Raven. This. You see I have like 1 plus something over something. It's fucking close. Oh, man. But it's not. But I need it to the nth power. Or to the x power. And this is just to the 1/3. Dr. Old episode song in question. That's a great gif. Oh, this is close. It's close. It's close. Okay. It's the same thing time. No. I could, yeah, with L'Hopital's rule, we can do that, but, man, where's this coming from? Alright, I'm calling in some ChatGPT assistance. Just for inspiration. I think I'm on the right track. It may also be an expansion. Maybe it's an expansion. Let me look that up. One sec. We don't need wood. Binomial expansion. Should we play a game at the end of the stream where we keep saying numbers from 1 to 100, but if someone says the same number as the other, we start again? I don't know about that. Where is there's some expansion for. It's so fascinating because this is a physics thing. The small expansion. No, it's. I want to say for small y. Wow, okay. Where'd this come from? Excuse me? That's to the n. What are these? Yeah. It's called the binomial approximation. Yeah, here we go. Have you learned these? I think these come from Taylor series. That's what they do. I think this is a Taylor series thing. Yeah, let's see. I think it's in here. Yeah, the binomial approximation. Okay. Is useful for calculating powers of sum of 1 and a small number x. So the reason why I can say this is a small number, right, is this is going, right, the small number 3 over x is 3 over infinity. This is very small. Okay, so I think we can just use this. Did someone say Lorentz series? Is it the Lorentz series? Someone even say infinitely small. Yes. Okay. So this is valid when this is much smaller than 1, and a times x is also much less than 1, which, yeah, because alpha in this case is 1/3. 1/3 times 3 over x is still 1 over x, which is still small. So I can rewrite this as x, and I'm going to say this is 1 plus alpha, so that's 1 over 3 over x, minus, and then I'm going to say this is x, and here's a key thing. I think it's 1 minus, right? This is 1 minus 1/2 2 over x. Okay, so those go away as well. So then I just have x 1 plus 1 over x minus x 1 minus 1 over x. This is silly, but multiply through. So x plus 1 minus x minus 1. Or wait, minus plus 1. So x minus x, 1 plus 1. Answer is 2. No, I knew it was. I knew there was something with this, and I thought it was this proof for e, but then you need the to the end. You need the it in the exponent as well. Yeah, it is kind of cool. Yeah. Oh yeah, I can share. Yeah, I can post it. Oh, thanks, Sensation. I didn't appreciate it. Let's see. Drinky poos. Chug water.
It's not
Definitely
water,
need to
it's gin.
Dude, if this is gin, we're having a bad time right now. I really don't like
Or
gin.
a really good time, depending on your perspective.
I don't really like gin.
I can't stand gin, it just drives me out.
It's like Pine Sol. Yeah.
Give me whiskey,
Exactly.
which is spelled without an E. Yeah, fucking Luddite.
If it's Irish, right?
Or Scottish.
There you go, Raven. I sent you a screenshot of that.
Interesting sidebar, the word whiskey is a corruption. It doesn't mean the alcoholic drink.
What does it mean?
The word is iskabea, which means water of life.
Water of life. Life water. Yes, Raven, you're more than welcome. That's a cool question. I appreciate it.
So yeah, basically when someone says, do you want a whiskey, the word is water.
I sometimes drink whiskey like it's water. It's a bad time usually.
Oh no.
Oh no. Let me see. What was
no.
what was wait, sorry, I do want to go back up. Let me scroll up to sorry. Odin's streams question. Okay, wait, okay. I've been relearning math to write HL/SL shaders. I started with exposure value. Okay, EV is log base 2 of n squared over t, where n is the f-stop and t is the shutter speed. This models how a camera X handles exposure, but not many cameras actually compute this. Many aspects are mechanical. So when does a mathematical representation stop being a simplification and start being considered a ground truth of how reality works? Ooh, I kind of like. Sorry, let me pull up like Odin's whole question here. It was actually pretty cool. I think Odin was just kind of asking, like, when is truth, you know?
1 equals 1.
Here, let's see. Here, I'll put this in. Yeah, Odin, if you're still here, I'll this was his question. Well, minus. Yeah, so he's doing something in what I think is like CGI land, which is actually, you know, a lot of video games do this too with like ray tracing and things. We try to use math equations to come up with ways to represent things that happen in the real world. Ray tracing is an example of using math to trace where light rays go to create like reflections and stuff that seem real. But what he's saying here is that it is for games. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Right. And sure, you can use this exposure value, which I'm seeing is it log base 2 of n squared over t? It's kind of cool. But this is a math equation. You're saying that exposure values is really calculated like mechanically with dials and things, I guess, on the lenses, right? Yeah, at some point you have to call it the ground truth and good enough. At what point is your opinion? This is always the joke between the math community, the physics community, and like the engineering community. So for instance, if we talk about like pi, for instance, which is the same thing as the ratio of the circumference to the diameter of a circular object, right? So if you have something with a diameter d and then a circumference c, that c over d is equal to pi. It's pretty cool. Mathematicians will say, well, that is a irrational number that can only be written as pi, and that's it. Physicists will say, well, you know what? It's pretty close. It's 3.14159, and we're just going to like maybe call it something like that. And then you'll get some engineering people that will say, well, it's basically 3. Exactly. Let's assume 3 is pi. Yeah. So nothing will ever be perfect, but it's a question of when is it good enough for what you're doing. When we were doing very basic, video games that didn't have crazy amounts of detail, putting all of this extra effort into making sure you're carrying the right number of digits to describe something, they're not appreciated, I guess. But nowadays, now that we have powerful graphics cards, we have 4K high definition screens, we have HDR, we have all this cool stuff that now going to that level of precision in literally calculating the light rays and where they're bouncing off is able to be like realized. And at that point, yeah, then it is kind of worth it. Sine of x is equal to x is another one for yeah, exactly. Yeah. They joke about this, Odin, but yeah, this happens in the physics community too with math. In physics, we use the small angle approximation a lot of times to just say that, sine of an angle is basically just equal to that angle if this is much less than 1. Like we say if it's small. And there's always going to be error. It just matters to what point do you care about the error? Approximations for identities and accepted proofs bother me. Yeah. My shader was not physically accurate. Then I thought, at what point does it become physically accurate? Do I need to emulate the sensor? Do I need to emulate the lens? Because those themselves are emulation simplifications. Exactly. Yeah, no, I agree. And even like the physics of things, even when we were doing, what was it? We were doing this question of the ball that was bouncing and it bounces up to 2/5 the height after each successive bounce. This is also technically not physically accurate, because we're not taking into account, drag, air resistance, thermal friction. There is, at that point, just go outside and experience real life. Exactly, and I agree with Endar, which is how inaccurate is it, and how much inaccuracy can you tolerate? Some things have pretty big tolerances, some things don't, because the penalties are catastrophic. If I was designing a trampoline versus designing a 747 airplane, my tolerances on how accurate all the steel needs to be cut are going to be vastly different. For a trampoline, I don't really fucking care. Like, if it's close enough and I can bounce on it, great. We have a great time. But with something such as an airplane, which is responsible for lives and probably needs to be pretty accurate in order to operate at high speeds, that's when you start caring about, how accurate are we? Yeah, for sure, Ken. Yeah, welcome, dude. Glad you came by. Good to meet you.
I mean, if we're talking about computer science in this context, the room for error is even less than you would expect, because at the end of the day, a computer will only do whatever you tell it to do.
For sure.
The instructions have to be precise.
Yeah. But yeah, it can get stupid. It's like, how far do you actually? Right. He brings up the good point of like, do I have to model the individual molecules of water, right, to create specular reflections in a video game? And the answer is no, because we can get good enough with adding in probably some noise on top of a reflection model or something. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So is there no rule to call something physically accurate? It's upon to the author of the math shader to decide when it's physically accurate enough to call so? Sure. I agree. I don't think there's any, judge up in the sky saying this is physically accurate or it's not. It's kind of up to the interpretation of who's watching it.
Well, ask the Japanese. If you want to know what's accurate and what's not, ask the Japanese.
Yeah, ask the Japanese what's accurate, what's not. Why? Why would we say that?
Because they've always been at the top of the game.
They are. Attention to detail is definitely a thing.
I just mean everything they produce is infinitely better than whatever is produced in the West. Every single time for the past 40 years.
But then why are they not economically better than us? That's what I always wonder.
Because they don't change particularly well.
Yeah, they're not good for adapting, I guess, yeah. Why is their birth rate, like, plummeting? It's way below replacement.
Because you conquered them and taught them that you weren't an adult until they were 21, and it's fucked up like 3 generations of people.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that.
But that's basically what it boils down to.
Oh, really? We messed up their whole, like, age of consent, like, whole societal thing?
Well, because their society was based on Shinto, and you came along and said, well, no, we have a Christian set of rules. These are our set of rules. And they were categorically incompatible.
Religion fucking everything up again, dude.
Because you see, in the real world, that would be outside of the US. You are an adult when you become an adult, when you're no longer a child. Now, that's kind of variable, but it's never 18. And it's certainly not 21.
Yeah, 21 is, I think.
And so you kind of convince them that someone's not an adult in Japan until they're 20, and it's like really fucked them over.
Oh. I would love to get someone on our stream who probably knows more about this history stuff with Japan. I'm still amazed that you know this much. That's pretty cool. I had no clue.
I've been there for a protracted period of time.
Yeah. Odin says, maybe it's one of those things that I shouldn't think too hard about because I'm not going to get to a conclusion. Thanks for your opinion. Yeah, no, for sure, dude. It's cool to think about these things. Most people don't think in this world. So I'm glad you are thinking about these things, even if they do seem like repetitive loops that just go down and down and down. Some Italians don't leave their homes until after being 30. I know cultures that the women never leave the home until they're married. I could tell you my experience of trying to date Persian girls in Los Angeles. They all live with their parents, even if they're like 36. They don't live by themselves. You have to give them a reason to leave the house, and then they're allowed to leave the house. Which is hard in LA.
Again, that's religion, though.
It is religion. I think it's also culture, because I've seen this with Muslim Persian chicks and with Jewish Persian chicks. It's the same thing. It's just culturally.
No, because before the Arab Spring, they were quite a normal group of people, the Iranians.
Oh, really?
Persians.
Oh, yeah. I know, like, Iran was. Yeah.
Persian is Iran.
Sure.
Anyway, yeah, before the Arab Spring, they were all kind of normal and cracking on and actually producing stuff, and it was a good place to live. And then the Ayatollah said, haha, no. And
we supported the wrong
yes,
person, right? Didn't we support the wrong person? We always do this. We support the wrong person.
What, Iran? I
Yeah,
can't remember.
did we pick the Shah or something? We picked somebody that didn't win.
Probably. It was probably because the Russians were still there and it was a whole thing.
We supported the Shah. Yeah. The king was an atheist. Oh. Interesting.
Yeah, technically Iran became atheist.
Oh, Shah is equal to king. Can't have that. Yeah, we need a God-fearing king, right? Is that how this works? What's up, Bella? Bella, is Bella here in the group? Oh, here, Bella, come to the stage. You got a question you want to ask? What's going on, Bella? Hi. How's life?
Good. Oh, my house burnt down.
Your house burnt down?
That's not fun.
Excuse me? That's not fun. Wait, are you in Los Angeles with me? Are you in Los Angeles?
Oh, no. I'm in Massachusetts.
Oh,
my
well, really...
parents left the stove on. That's what happened.
Your parents left the stove on and your house burnt down? Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. That's not good. Well, wait, were you the one that was saying that your college counselor was helping you fill out your FAFSA and was something about like crypto losses?
Oh yeah.
Luckily I think your FAFSA is about to look a lot better now that you're technically homeless.
I'm staying in a hotel right now.
Holy fuck. Okay, that's crazy. Okay. Well, let's try to help you as much as we can. I can't get you a house, unfortunately. I can't even get myself a fucking house. But, that's just my generation. But we can help you with... Is this statistics you need help with, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, what's up? Which one, 13?
I was doing B.
Okay.
And I don't know if... Oh, C too, actually. Sorry, 12C.
12C? Oh, where's the other part of 12?
I don't think... The first part doesn't matter. The B... Part B is like the mean and the standard deviation for part C.
Oh, okay. Got you. Mean and standard deviation for P hat is this. Okay, cool. Got you. And it says find the approximate probability that in a sample of 90 people, 12 or more were born on a Saturday or a Sunday.
Maybe I should give you the top part.
Yeah, I think I kind of need a little bit of the top part to get this. Yeah. Oh, yeah, don't kick Nick. Bring Nick back. It's okay.
Okay.
Nick.
What happened there?
I don't know. Yeah, Nick's back. You're okay. All right, let's pull this up. I was kind of close to you, Bella. I was in Philadelphia this weekend. I was watching. Yeah, my sister is a pediatrician there, and I love the Philadelphia Eagles, and so I wanted to go see the madness that took place in Philly while it was happening. So
I heard the place got like trash.
Yeah, it was pretty nuts. I got some funny. Here, I'll show some photos. A little lighthearted, start to the stream. But yeah, this was me in Philly. I had this portrait of Saquon Barkley, which I did with AI to call him Saint-Quan Barkley. This guy, I guess already punched something because his hand is bleeding or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was here. I got a video somewhere. Where are my videos? I don't have my videos. Oh, this is it. Yeah, here we go. People just shooting fireworks off in the middle of the street.
That just can't be legal.
Yeah, it was just people are just out here, dude. I wanted to be a part of it. I've been a big Eagles fan for the whole year, and so I wanted to see it happen firsthand. Anyways, let's go back to your question here. Okay, 12.1%. Okay, 12.1% were born on Saturday. Okay, there you go. Cool. Great. Okay. On a 12 or... Okay. Okay, so P regular here is equal to 0.121, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then P hat is going to be my sample proportion, which we want to know that 12 or more out of the 90 were born. Interesting. He does 12 for here? Really?
Oh, that was me.
Oh, this is you? Oh, no, it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, N is 90. I agree with that. I want to do some math here to figure out what 12% of 12 out of 90 is.
That's for the probability that I did.
Yeah, well, here we go. So 12 over 90 is 0.13 repeating. Okay.
Why do you do 12 over 90?
So, okay. So, all right, good to see you, Chantrix. So we want to know the probability that in a sample, 12 or more people were born on Saturday or Sunday, but it's out of 90. So the proportion of people being born on a Saturday, Sunday, out of 90 people is 12 over 90.
Oh, so that's the answer?
So this is the proportion we would want, okay? Here we're saying that the proportion you're gonna get is 0.121.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So we would say that in samples, usually what you have is you have 0.121 out of that sample are going to be born on Saturday or Sunday. And I want to know what is the chances of me getting a sample that has 13.3% and higher of those 90 people being born on Saturday or Sunday.
Oh, I didn't know I had to do that.
Well, it's okay.
I thought I had to...
Because now this is a normal CDF is what this is.
So do I just replace the 12 with that?
So watch. So this is a normal CDF, okay? Where this is your mean. Your mean is 0.121, okay? This is the number you're looking for, like the z-score. Now, to get the standard deviation, that has to be this equation. One sec. Standard deviation proportion equation. What's up, Lulu Ketchup Boy? Doing some statistics here. Here we go. This is what I want. Yeah.
I did that one in B.
You did it in B? Oh, you did do it. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Oh, all right, we're good then. Okay, cool. Yeah. You did the P1 minus P. Okay, cool. Excellent. Yeah. So here you are. So this is your mean. This is your standard deviation. Okay? And now you're trying to find the area of it being more than 0.133. Because 0.133 represents 12 out of 90 people being born on Saturday or Sunday. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you do this on a calculator, what's up, Lulu? Lulu's doing math counts. Oh, that's cool. Lulu, if you have a screenshot of your math counts question, and you join our Discord and post it, I'll go over it on the stream. Sensation will help you out, the link there. Okay, so here's what you're going to do. So the lower here is going to be negative infinity. The lower here is going to be 0.133. That's the lowest where you have just 12.
Yeah.
The upper will be huge. Your mean is going to be 0.121. And then your standard deviation is going to be that 0.344.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The only thing you had wrong here was the 12 and the 90.
Yeah.
Right? You wanted to do 12 divided by 90. Which gets you this. Okay. So then when I calculate that, that's a 48.6% chance.
Okay.
Cool?
Yeah.
Okay. What would happen to the shape, center, and variability of the sampling distribution p hat if the sample size were 120 instead of 90? Okay. Well, the center doesn't change. You're always going to have the center be at what the center of the population is, which is 0.121, 12.1% of the people. The standard deviation will get smaller, though, right? So this distribution will get narrower. Because, do you remember how your standard deviation was equal to, I think it was p hat 1 minus p hat over n?
Yeah.
So if this gets really big, this whole thing gets really small. And so the distance from here to like whatever your first quartile is very it gets thinner. I don't think the shape changes though. I think the shape is still bell shaped. But yeah, what's your question?
Is p hat for the whole population?
No, p hat is for the sample.
Oh.
Oh, you see, when I did my calculation here, yeah, sorry, this should have been p, not p hat. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Did we write that? Yeah, that's just p, sorry. Yeah, sorry. Well, and then they do this. Do you see this? Where they fucking use p hat on this one.
Yeah. Wait, so what about
Dude, they can't make up their mind. This is stats in a nutshell. It's just like, which one is it?
Wait, is P for parameter? Is that what it stands for? Or
No,
just...
P is proportion or percentage. Yeah.
So then, what's like the symbol for like a parameter in like the statistic?
So a parameter is, I believe in general, can be anything. It could be the standard deviation. Or are you talking about like
I
the
know there's like the X bar and like the mu.
Good. Yes.
I don't know which one they use for like a statistic or parameter. Like.
Okay. So, whenever you're calculating z-scores, you usually do this, right? X minus mu over sigma.
Yeah.
I believe this is the. I believe this is what's called the test statistic. This, what were the two words? Parameter and what?
Statistic.
Here we go. Parameter. I'll get it real quick. Okay, parameters for the entire population. Statistic is something drawn from a sample that. Okay. Yes. Okay. So this is a parameter.
Okay.
This is a statistic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Penn Center puts it the good way too. Mu here, this is the actual, and then X here is the observed. That's like what you're seeing. Yeah, thanks. Yeah. So this happens with z-scores with just numbers. So if I'm like, how many cookies, blah blah blah, okay. You can then also get z-scores for doing proportions, which that would be like p hat minus p over sigma. Where this is good. This is the 12.1%, and then this was us calculating it for more than 13.3%.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
P hat, because statistics is a party. Yeah. Okay. Right. So then, yes, center remains the same, shape is the same, less variability because your standard deviation goes down. Yeah, good. Okay. Does that make a little bit more sense for that one? Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, let's see 13. The vault is a gymnastics event, blah, 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 blah. All these fucking words. Okay, mean is this, standard deviation is this. Glad you wrote this. Awesome, cool. What is the probability that it scores at least 14? Good. Yeah, it's just greater than... So in this case, your z-score is 14 minus 14.355 all over 0.436.
Right.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay. In the Olympics, vault scores are determined by calculating the average of 2 attempts to qualify for a vault. Athletes need an average score of at least 14. What is the probability that a random sample of 2 attempts would allow her to qualify? Ooh, interesting. So it's still 14. Still 14 minus this. The issue is that the standard deviation changes now. Okay. So the standard deviation now becomes sigma over the square root of n. So this would become 0.436 over the square root of 2. Because you're taking a sample now of 2 different attempts.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So is the probability less than or greater than? Well, okay, so dividing by the square root of 2, so that's like 1.4. So your standard deviation is getting smaller. So your z-score is getting, the magnitude of the z-score is getting bigger, but because this is already negative, it means it's way more negative. So let me explain like what that means, right? Okay. So this z-score you got, 0.3, it was probably around like -1 is what it was. Okay. And we wanted to know the probability that she got at least 14, so that was this area, right? So that's when z was equal to 14 minus 14.35, so that's -0.355 over the standard deviation, which was 0.436. So I guess it's technically minus 0.75, okay? Now, when I take this number and now do it over the square root of n, over the square root of 2, this is cutting this number down. So that now I have 0.355 over like 0.2, okay? So now dividing by a smaller number makes this a bigger negative number. So now this is negative like 1.5-ish is what I would say. Okay. So now when you're calculating your area, you're calculating from here. Which should be a bigger probability now.
Wait, so you subtracted wait, what did you subtract from the beginning again?
Okay, so
14.
yeah, so 14 is the score needed to qualify, right? I want to know the probability that she gets at least 14. This is the fuck, is it the statistic? It's the statistic. That's the statistic. Okay. And then I minused it from the parameter, which is the average score is 14.3.
Okay.
And then I divided it by the regular standard deviation, which got me around a z-score of about negative 0.75. And I want to know the area to the right of that. So that's the area here in the green. Okay? Now...
Wait.
Yeah?
Is the top z-score and the bottom one, are they two different things? Or did you just take the square root of the n at the bottom?
So this one, has this over the square root of 2. Which, I should probably just get the math for you. Let me just do it. Sorry. I'm approximating things. 0.436 divided by the square root of 2. Oh, is 0.3. It's 0.308. Okay. Okay. So, and how we got that is we did 0.436 over the square root of 2, which got me 0.308. Okay. This is my new standard deviation. This top part did not change, right? Because I'm still comparing 14 to what my mean is.
Yeah.
Good. So, but now this number is going to get bigger. It goes up from like 0.75 to probably like 1.25 or something. I don't know, 1.1. Yeah, let's just say 1.1. And so now there's a bigger area.
Okay.
That is greater than that. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why the probability is greater for part B. And if you wanted, if you wanted the actual area, you would just have to figure out what the area to the right of this z-score is.
Wait, so if I can do normal CDF for that too, or
Yeah, watch. So here's what you can do. So this z-score actually ends up being 1.15. Okay. So you could do distribution, normal CDF. To the left is negative 1.15. The upper is infinity. And then here, I'm just going to set my mu equal to 0 and my standard deviation equal to 0.308. So you can either put in the real numbers here for lower, upper, mu, and standard deviation, or you can just calculate the z-scores and then choose your mu to be 0. Oh, wait, sorry. And your sigma needs to be 1. Sorry, sigma needs to be 1. Sorry. Yeah, you can either put in the numbers all the way, or you can calculate the z-scores and just use a mu of 0 and a standard deviation of 1. It's just 1 second. Let me reload this. This is mad because I've been online for too long. Here, I'll show you. So if we calculate this, I get 0.875. So there's an 87.5% chance for part B.
Okay. And that's greater than
the 79 point. Yeah, okay. Now look, you could have also done this. Where is it? Where's probability again? Sorry. Distribution. Normal PDF. Or sorry, CDF. You could have also done this. I could have said the lower is 14. The upper is infinity. I could have said the mean was 14.335. And then I could have said the standard deviation is 0.308. And that would have given you basically the same answer. This is 86%.
Wait, can you go back to that window?
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be...
Or sorry, 14.355.
It wouldn't be the 14 minus the 14.355 as a lower?
So the lower is 14, right? Because... Here, let me...
The score of at least 14?
Yes, it would score of at least 14.
Hmm.
You see here it says, like, they needed an average score of at least 14?
Yeah.
So the lower is 14.
Okay.
The upper is infinite scores, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to put in the mu, which is 14.355. And then you have to put in your new standard deviation, which was your old standard deviation of 0.436 divided by the square root of 2.
2?
Yeah?
Yeah.
And look, sorry, now that I put that right, you get basically the exact same answer, 87.5% for both of them. Get rid of this.
Okay.
This is wrong. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Make a little bit more sense?
Yeah.
Cool. Do you need help with other ones, or what's up?
Could you just help me with 14 too?
Sure. Okay. What's up, little man? Good to see you. Lay and Chip like to compare their times for completing the daily Wordle puzzle. Oh, so this is gonna be 2 distributions. That's annoying.
Oh wait, can I try to see if I can do it, and then you can correct me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So would I do, like the 10% condition if you do that? I don't know if you... My teacher taught me like 10% condition.
Well, so the 10% condition happens when we're dealing with proportions. So there's, I think, right, is it n times p has to be greater than or equal to 10?
Oh, wait.
Or also that your sample can't be more than 10% of your population.
Wait, I forgot. I think that's like large condition or something.
Let's say 10%.
Oh, sorry, no, large whatever.
Yeah, no. The sample size has to be less than 10% of the population size. That's the 10% rule.
Oh, I thought NP was like the sample times the probability.
That's
of-
another one. That's another one. That's where NP has to be greater than or equal to 10, and N times 1 minus P has to also be greater than or equal to 10.
So when do
You deal with that when
use-
when you have a proportion, like a percentage of something happening. So for instance, in question 13, this is not a proportion because we're talking about scores, right? The score is 14.
Well, is that
You used it in 12 because it was the percentage of people who have a birthday on Saturday and Sunday,
okay?
right? Where they tried to fuck with you here is they said like the probability that 12 or more people were born, it's 12 people out of 90, which is 13%. That's why it's still a proportion.
Okay.
Because even though it's a number, it's still like the percentage out of a sample. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So
then I don't do that.
you don't need to do this. These are because look at this. This is a mean of a number and a standard deviation of a number. None of these are percentages. That's
So
like the
is it-
general rule.
Is it the central limit, or is it?
I don't know what the central limit. Little man, just post your question in the chat. I'll do it. It's cool. Just do it. It's not letting me get on
Like
Discord.
where-
Let's see. Okay.
I don't know. Let me look at my notes.
None of this stuff I don't think you really have to verify any of this stuff. Let me see.
But she wants us to do it on the test so we can get points. Because we
Oh,
have to
okay.
show how we got, like, it's normal.
Yeah, so for
Or how
this
we
one,
know.
because there's no proportion, you don't have to do any of this. Okay? Don't have to do this. And the only other thing you have to say is that it's normally distributed. The sample is less than 10% of the population. And that's because here, do you see how it says a random sample of 8 completion times? There's the population of total completion times is probably huge. So 8 is much less than 10%. Yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, I guess it says normally. Very normal anyways, for both of them.
Uh-huh. Right.
So, I'll just assume.
So you can just say it's normal.
Yeah.
Now, the weird thing is they have 2 different you have 2 samples here, and you're creating a new sampling distribution, which is the difference between the 2 samples. So you have, for instance, like Lay's things and like Chips things, and you're doing this one minus this one to give you this new sampling distribution, which is the difference between them. It's a good way to compare, like, what's the score difference between 2 groups.
So I just subtract E.
Yeah, so you just subtract one mean from the other, yeah.
Okay, so the mean of 5.
Mm-hmm.
And then do I have to do the square root of,
Yeah. So, this one...
deviation divided by...
Yeah, but it's weird because there's 8 samples. What is it? 2 samples, standard deviation. This is what it is, I think. Yeah. So it's standard deviation squared over n plus standard deviation squared over n, and then you square root both of them. You square root the sum of them.
So, 20 squared over 8?
Mm-hmm.
Or...
So it's
plus?
it's the square root of 20 squared over 8 plus 8
squared.
8 squared. No, plus 10 squared over 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the standard deviation.
Wait, I can't see. Oh, wait, you didn't. Okay. I thought you did it in the calculator. Oops.
Oh, no.
Okay,
Yeah,
let me...
If you want that, I'm trying to think. There's a way to do it on the calculator.
Oh, I'm just manually putting it in. I got 7.91.
Let me see. Yeah, 400 divided by 8 plus 100 divided by 8. And then the square root of that. Yeah, 7.9.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. I agree with that.
Okay, and my teacher taught me it like this way, where you subtract chips, which is 110 minus the 105, so it's like positive or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So then you would have like, he only teaches like normal CDF. He doesn't do much from Z-scores.
Yeah, so, well, okay, first of all, Chip usually does it slower, right?
Oh, wait.
Right? So we did x1 minus x2. So x1 is lay, right? And lay... No, yeah, wait. So, sorry, the mean is -5. No, right?
Oh, is that?
Well, because, look, they say x1 minus x2. Okay. x1 was lay. Lay had a mean time of 105.
Oh.
x2 is chip, which is 110. 105 minus 110 is -5.
Oh.
So that's the center. Okay.
I thought you had to do it in terms of like when it goes through the problem. Like it says chip first. I thought it was like you had to put chip first.
Yeah, no. It's they say here. They say lay is x1 and chip is x2.
Okay. -5.
Right. So, in order for chip to be faster than lay, that means that lay minus chip needs to be positive.
Huh?
It's weird. Because look, okay, it's lay's time minus chip's time, right?
Yeah.
Okay. If chip is faster, right? That means chip is lower than this. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if they were even, right? Lay would be
Mhm.
100, chip would be 100.
Mm-hmm.
So your distribution has a center of -5, which means that chip is usually slower because you could think of this as 0 minus 5. Chip is usually slower.
Mm.
So we have this new distribution, which has a mean at -5, has a standard deviation of 7.9. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to know what's the probability of the difference between these two being greater than 0.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Because when the difference between those two is negative, okay, when it's anything over here, it means chip is slower than lay. Whenever
Okay.
chip is faster than lay, it means lay minus chip is positive. So lay minus chip is greater than 0 then.
Wait, so what if it were the other way? Like if
Yeah.
like
If you-
chip minus lay?
Then
Like how
you
would it
do,
work?
then you want the area to the left of 0. Which should make sense. Do you see how the area to the left to 0 is a lot bigger than the area to the right?
Mm-hmm.
It's because it's much more likely that lay will beat out chip versus chip beating out lay. So if you put this in a distribution, you can still do just a CDF with this, okay? You can say the lower here is 0, the upper is infinity, the mean is now -5, and the standard deviation is 7.9. And so that gets you 26.3%.
Okay.
Cool?
Yeah.
Does that make a little bit more sense?
Yep.
Yes. Okay. Good.
Thank you.
Yeah. You're more than welcome. Yeah, please come by the streams. Let me help you out with stuff, and I hope you get out of a hotel at some point.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're very welcome. Little Man says, yes, as if you were rotating 90 degrees around a point, and then you have to draw a graph through that point. This is why I ask people to just give me example questions, because... Thank you, Sam. What's up, Sam? Oh, okay. All right, little man. I'm gonna try and help you. Thanks for
Here's
waiting.
just a thought for you. Stop using a fucking phone.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
If you can't get on Discord, then it's because you're using a mobile phone. If you can't do something, it's because you're using a mobile phone, right?
But they're all on their phones.
Here's the crack, right? A laptop is much more useful for like computational technology. It's a much more stable computational technology because you can wire it all up. Okay.
But these kids spend all their time on their phones. So like we got to find them at their phones. That's where we get them.
This is the joke though, because it's like, you know, you won't gain anything by using your phone all the time. Literally nothing.
There's also a difference in like, so for instance, if I make big purchases, I will only do that on a laptop. Like if I'm buying like a plane ticket or whatever, I will only do it on my laptop. But the younger generations will do this all on a phone. They don't care. It's really cool.
Yeah. And then they'll end up being fucking wall punchers. Because you're seeing it now, because there's kids that are just coming out of secondary school now who have only known mobile phones. And they're all proper dumb cunts. I mean, there's no two ways about it.
Yeah, one sec. I'm trying to remember. Oh, this is cool. Oh, there's a formula for this shit. Wow. Okay, little man, which way am I going 90 degrees, by the way? Which way am I going?
Switch.
Yeah.
Switch.
Oh, thank you. Sorry. He's like, stop looking at me. All right, little man. This is how we do 90-degree rotation. So, this is about the origin. And then, I'll teach you how to do it the other way. Clockwise? Okay. So, whenever you want to move something clockwise 90 degrees, you're going to switch the X and the Y. And then you're going to make the Y coordinate negative X. Okay. In both cases, you switch. But in one of them, you make the Y coordinate negative. And the other one, you make the X coordinate negative. You're correct and right. This is about the origin. He's asking, what if I have to rotate it around somewhere else? So the trick to do that is to move your rotation point to the origin, do your rotation, and then shift it back. Okay? So let's say that your rotation point was at 1, 2. Okay? And I wanted to rotate... let's make something easy here. Let's say the point 1, 4. I wanted to rotate this 90 degrees. Okay? What you do is you want to figure out what shift do I have to do to put my rotation point to the origin. In this case, I need -1 in the x-hat direction and -2 in the y-hat direction. Okay? So I'm going to do that same translation to this point. You see how effectively what I'm doing is I'm just moving these back. I'm just doing this. Now, when I do that, okay, my new point here is now going to be 0, 2. So to rotate 90 degrees, I want to swap these numbers. So that's going to be 2, 0. And then I need to make this one negative. But -0 is the same thing as 0. Okay. Now that I've gotten the rotation, I need to move it back as if my origin wasn't at 0, 0. So that means I need to add 1 to x and add 2 to y. So now I'm going to get 3 comma 2. Because now we're doing +1 to the x hat direction and +2 to the y hat direction. And you can see if we graph this, right? 3, comma 2 looks like a 90-degree rotation of 1, comma 4 about the center 1, comma 2. Does that make sense? How that works? It's actually kind of cool. I forgot that that's a thing you do, but I had ChatGPT kind of explain it to me real quick, and then I was like, oh, I can teach it back to you. But yeah, you shift the center rotation to the origin. So you shift your whole graph such that wherever your rotation point is now at 0, 0. You do the rotation, and then you shift everything back. This is complicated. This sucks. Like, I wouldn't really do this. Sensation, are you a Zelda player? Famish is asking.
Yeah. I've been playing Zelda since the beginning. The very beginning.
Yeah. It's been there for a while.
Interesting side note. Zelda Ocarina of Time is the only game on Metacritic that has 99.
No other game has that much?
First, at the time when it came out, it was the first game to ever get 10 out of 10, 100%, just totality.
Totality.
Nothing has ever beaten it.
What about Half-Life 2?
Nope. Nothing. Nothing has ever gained past Zelda Ocarina of Time.
I'm kind of curious about this.
Bearing in mind, Ocarina of Time also predates Metacritic, so that doubles down.
Wow. 99. Right.
Ocarina of Time came out in 1997. So
Half-Life 2 is only 87? Oh, wait, that's episode 1. No. Where's, like, original Half-Life 2? Half-Life 2 is a 96. Wow.
See, I still preferred the original. I preferred 1, but 2 had a better story.
Half-Life also at 96. I don't know if I know any game that has higher than Half-Life. Yeah. He's asking, have you played the new ones too?
No. I don't own a Switch.
Or a Wii U or something?
I don't own a Wii U either. They're impossible to find now. And I'm not going to buy one without a box. So.
Where is Nick?
I'm surprised Miss hasn't picked it up and made a show or a movie about it. They did. I've got one of the VHS tapes behind me.
Wait, they made a show about Zelda?
Yeah, there was a Zelda cartoon that didn't have that many episodes. I think it was 8 or 9 of them or something.
Little Man says, am I an actual math teacher? I mean, this is actual education, and I do teach math here. So I would say I am an actual math teacher. Do you mean, do I teach at an actual high school or middle school? No, I do not.
Oh, no.
But I do teach a lot of math and science. I have a PhD in physics, Little Man. That's my claim to fame in science. I don't know how you found us, Little Man, but if you're wondering about like math and science stuff, we do have a YouTube channel and a TikTok channel that we do lots of little like quick tutorials on. If you ever want to check them out. Where's my studio? Where's my channel? Yeah.
Okay. I can't quite get to it, but
You got the VHS? Wow. What the hell is this, dude? What? Is that Carlos from fucking Magic School Bus, dog?
No, Captain N.
That looks like Carlos from Magic School Bus, dog.
Yeah, Tempo Kids Club, Captain N, and The Legend of Zelda, all on one VHS time.
Wow.
See?
Oh my god.
Not
These kids are like, they're like, what the hell is that thing?
analog.
Oh, nice. Little man says he's doing Punnett squares and chemical equations. Yes. Well, bro, I have lots of stuff on chemical equations. If you want to check them out. So here, if we do like, for instance, I think it's one of my best videos. Yeah, 86,000 views. I put this one out three years ago.
Here's some tips for balancing chemical.
So here's like how to balance chemical equations when things are like hard and stuff. So this is one of the first videos I ever put out. So enjoy. Go check those out and stuff. Raven's asking me, where does my name Dr. Gold come from? The doctor part is when I finally got my PhD after 9 long years of struggling in grad school. I was like, doctor. I'm like, yes, finally I get to be called doctor. The gold part goes back to 2017 on a cruise ship. It was called Holy Ship. And one of the nights was themed. It's like Studio 54 night, and I just wore like all gold to dress up for that night. And then I realized that everyone loved it, and I loved it, and I decided every night was going to be Studio 54 dress up night. And I started a whole brand, and I just started wearing gold like crazy. And I still do it today. There's a lot of things about gold. It's a lot of metaphors, a lot of chemical properties. It just kind of like clicked and made sense, and yeah, it's my identity at this point. Nice, little man. Thanks for the sub. Yeah, in what better way? This is a big lesson in branding than to just brand a color. Because now, anytime people see gold things, they send them to me. Like, they send me pictures of it. It's just like, oh, I thought about you. I thought about you. I'm like, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not called Dr. Silver, at least. Where is Nick? Is Nick here? Because I want to go eat some dinner. And we've been streaming. Yeah, that's the short version, E-Raven Violet. There's a more adult version to like why it came about, but that's the quick version. I say, come visit me in LA, we'll grab a drink or something, I'll talk about it. Dr. Silver does have a ring, but it's not all there. Yeah, it's kind of second. It's why be second place, you know? No second place colors. 4 years for your bachelor's. I worked 60 for my master's. God damn it.
Dark humor.
Well, yeah, I could go even further with that joke, but anyways, okay, for another time for me not to get canceled. Do I stream every night? I don't. I stream 3 times a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at 3 p.m., 4 p.m., and 5 p.m. Pacific. Zach is done with his PhD. Isn't he done? I thought he got it. No. Zach's done. Pretty sure. Because I was there for his defense. I watched his PhD defense. But little man, there's a link right there if you want to check out. Because it's not just me. There are other people that stream Math Help. And this is the calendar so far of people who have streams scheduled. And then here's a link of all the other Twitches for people that stream math. And some of them do like homework help stuff like we do. Other people do like more advanced things, but check out whatever. Yes, we did shake hands and said congratulations, doctor. It wasn't public, but Zach did give a couple of us a link to watch it. Yeah, I think for obvious reasons he didn't want to like make his whole PhD defense like public, but he knew we would, some of us would appreciate it because we could ask questions. A times B times C equals that. Oh, that's a cool question. Is this actually a question, Sensation? What is this?
I don't know. I found it randomly and I just thought I'll have that.
Oh, I like this. Yeah, let's fucking do it.
I don't know if it's legit.
I forget if Zach's defense is on YouTube. I forget if he made it public later. I think he just didn't want to get, raided during his defense, because in some departments they are public to people showing up, and you'll have like some fucking weirdos show up to PhD defenses and just start asking like outlandish questions about like aliens or I don't know, some weird shit, which can throw you off as a presenter. So there are various reasons they make things public and not public. That'd be me, to be honest. Or worse, what?
Or worse, you're just broadcasting it live on Twitch, and it's like, why have 50 people written the N-word?
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, I think that's why because I actually asked questions to Zach during his defense because it was about education. It was about teaching. Sorry, it was the comp exam for math grad students and how the subject material varies wildly between different departments. And as someone who went through the comp exam for physics in graduate programs, I was very curious about like some of the parallels. So just pop in so you know about aliens. Zach is e to the 2i pi. What do we got here? Ooh, only £5. Only £5. Wow.
It's an empty box though. The box cost me £5.
The box cost you £5. You're still going. Wow, we still got a raid. Yeah, yeah, good to see you guys. We had one of our students was asking a lot of statistics questions, and poor girl lost her house apparently. So I was like, I'll stay as long as you need help. It's okay. E to the pi raid. I need Nightbot to stop getting mad at all the emojis. It's okay. It's for the spamming stuff. It's fine though. Here, you can show it. Yeah, that's great. Sensation has a hefty collection. But yes, so yes, Zach, Don, oh yes, shout out you guys. And I'll shout out Zach. It takes me like, can I do that please? There we go. Okay, that shout out works. Yeah, Zach. So someone was asking in my chat, Zach. Did you put a recording of your PhD defense on YouTube or anything? And then this was a question: A times B times C equals 840. Find A, B, and C. Oh, okay. I think you can just take pairs of things here, right? So 5A equals 3B from that. And then you could say 7A equals 3C. And then... Yeah, okay, so this isn't too bad. Oh, so Zach says, no, but once I have the degree in hand, I'm going to redefend my dissertation on Twitch. Oh, okay.
Good job!
You officially got your PhD, right? I know you passed your defense, but did they sign off on it? Because they always ask for revisions, which is annoying. Because I'm like, bro, like you had my thesis for 2 weeks. I'm talking about your committee members, you know. Committee members, you give them your thesis ahead of time, and then they start asking for changes after you've already done the defense. It doesn't make no sense. Oh, you still need the final sign-offs. Okay. You'll get it. It's just, yeah, it's the bureaucracy. It sucks. I know. Okay, from this, B equals 5/3 A. That's okay, cool. And then C is equal to 7/3 A. So then if you plug these all in, you get 35/9 A cubed equals 840. This is gross. This is so gross. What? Sorry. Let me make sure it's right. Yeah, Energizer Bunny. Yeah, we're still going. We're still going. Oh, there we go. Now I'll get the shout out for Don. There we go. Don. Don, we need to have another. I want to join the beard competition. I didn't know you guys when you guys were first starting to do the beard competitions. I feel like I could now be a contender for the best beard competition. 3 hours. Yeah, 3 and 20. 3 and some change. I used to think PhD meant you had medical knowledge and could be at least called doctor now. Yeah, it is kind of a pretentious thing for people with PhDs to refer to themselves as doctor. I do agree it's kind of weird. But for the branding aspect of things, it works out nicer.
Why pretentious?
I don't know because yes, when someone says doctor, you usually think like you're a medical doctor, and so I do think that like doctor, like in the terms of being like, oh, I'm a doctor, or saying like, oh, doctor, whatever, should be usually reserved for saying that like, oh, you're a medical doctor, because then people start asking you health questions, and then I say no, I just know the equations of motion.
I think that might be a cultural thing then.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
if someone here says that they're a doctor, you say, okay, of what? That's immediately where you go to.
Interesting. Here they say what type of doctor is what they'll say, and usually they're asking about what medical field are you in.
Yeah, as opposed to here, it's like, are you a doctor of what? And someone will say, I don't know, history, geography.
Yeah, we don't do it in the
whatever.
US. Yeah, no, we're just like no.
But no, at the end of the day, doctor means teacher.
Interesting. Yeah, which would make sense. The word doctor originates from the Latin verb docere, which means to teach. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Do I have a tabletop simulator? Like Warhammer 40K? I used to play a lot of tabletop. I have my figurines somewhere here. Did you ever play 40K, Sensation?
Funnily enough, I grew up around that time, so I played 40K in the original shop.
Ah.
When there was only one.
The original Games Workshop. That's super dope.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, DM me.
In York, there was only one shop, and it was there, and it just happened to be on the way back from school. So
Yeah.
we spent way too much time in there.
Master Chief's coming out. Someone hasn't called Master Chief in a while. Only those permitted by the church could teach? That seems kind of whack. Times 6. What's that? 30 over 3 equals 10. We're almost done with this one. And then 42 over 3, which equals 14. Okay, cool. A is 6. B is equal to 10. C is equal to 14. That's a fun question, Sensation, though. I like that one.
That's dope.
Oh, we're so sorry to hear about your brother.
I've tested that theory by directly plugging it into the original question.
Okay. Wait, what were you saying?
6 over 3 is 2.
6 times 3 is 2, yeah.
No, 6 over 3 is 2.
Oh, yeah. And 10 over 5 is 2. And 14 over 7 is 2.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. It does work out. Look at that. My life is not a lie. Okay, cool. I gotta go teach another student. And we've been, super long stream today. 3 hours and 27 minutes. Yeah, I was gonna raid you, Zach, but I guess we kept going. Oh, now you're back, Nick. I was about to go eat some dinner. We've been streaming for 3.5 hours. Can you come by?
5 minutes ago.
Can you come by tomorrow so I can like help you out more with stuff?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. All right, nice. Okay, cool. Let's end the stream.
When you go, can you give me the pictures, please?
I will. I'll give you the pictures. All right, thanks everyone for coming to office hours today. Had a lot of fun working with you guys. Big shout outs to all our 24-hour stream. Yeah, you want to do it? Maybe we should actually. I think it'd be kind of fun. One of those things where you have to like buy bits to like wake me up or something. You know, where like you're sleeping on the bed or something. I don't know. But then those are all our.
Sleeping is a category.
Sleeping is a category. Yeah. I've seen some people do it before. Well, High Potential does it. Shout out to High Potential. He does it all the time. Yeah, his streams are wild, dude. He actually doesn't stop streaming for weeks on end. I don't know if anyone has seen High Potentials before. I bet if I'm following right now, I bet he's streaming right now. He usually is. Oh, he is. He is streaming right now, but he's sometimes on for like 10 hours at a time. This guy. Like if you go check out his streams like late, I don't know, dude. He's wild, dude. He's wild.
Oh yeah, he's already coming up on that second day of streaming just this.
Yeah, no, he just streams his life like constantly. It's very interesting.
It's like 1 day, 24 hours, something.
Yeah, well, yeah, go say hi to him, dude. He's cool. Whatever, we'll rate him. I haven't rated High Potential in a while, but yeah, he streams constantly. He breaks the limit on Twitch actually. Like Twitch starts like resetting his timers.
After 48 hours.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, okay, cool. Right. All right. Our next stream will be tomorrow. That's going to be at 5 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. So come on by, ask your math science questions, get some help, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Okay. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. We'll see you around. Peace.
You'll probably recognize the...
And we're out.
All right. Good.
like going from a 0 to a horse
You know what the
and-
joke the joke that
Hey,
I was
Doctor.